And welcome to Planet 412. I am your host, Matt Amsh. And hold on while I fix the Zoom here real quick. And there's my phone going off. So I apologize. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see you. I am going to bring our guest in right away because Mike has had some issues with his lighting, but you know what? He looks fabulous now. So I'm going to bring our man in, Mr. E Files. Brother, how are you?
What's up, man? Sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes it's just better to use your, laptop webcam than a bot webcam. That's all I have to say.
For sure. It's awesome to have you back. Everybody's been excited that you're going to come on tonight. And as always, I'm fixing my camera as we go. I'm just going to leave it up from now on. How about that? How's everybody doing in the chat? Let's see. I'm sorry we're late again. You know what I'm just going to do from now on, guys? I'm just going to set it from when the normal time is. Oh, by the way, BJ said you have an echo. Is your
I
echo
do.
control on? Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? I'm not echoing, am I?
Am I echoing? It could
They
be.
said you are. Let me check if things are in mine. How is everybody? Hello, BJ, Kel, and Josie, my three moderators, my ladies. Thank you, Carol. Good. Thanks, Quicksilver. How you doing, Nye 62? Alfie, my man, how are you, brother? I hear in the background, Mike. Do you have your phone on or something where you're getting like maybe you have YouTube on or something?
Yeah, I'm figuring. Can you hear me right now?
On echo cancellation as
Yeah,
well.
I had that on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I had to unplug this. I hooked up a microphone, but then I realized it's picking everything up and going right to because I don't have headphones on. So I turned the mic off.
Guys, does it sound better for him? I hear my echo in your background now.
I do
You
too.
know what? Last time it did this, you go if you go back out, you know what you do? You have the swirl at the top in the to reboot your where you are. If you go at the top of, in the web,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
refresh and come right back, it should be done. You guys remember last time that was happening. Excuse me with the tissues, guys. As you know, I've been sick. I'm very happy that I'm back. So I've missed you guys, and there he is. Let's bring him back in. How you doing?
Is it better?
I don't hear it. That's the magic touch, man. We had our last guest, Rye, was on. Rye Voss of Codega's Codex of Curiosities, and he had the same thing going. And I said, man, the magic touch is just refresh. And it always works for some reason. So
That's so
awesome.
weird.
Griffin Eagle, how are you? Ascension 22. Who has a delay? Are we delayed, Ascension? You said delay. Or was that because of me? Well, actually, Mike, but I'm not going to throw him under the bus.
Yeah, I got all my stuff disconnected. Only my laptop's up. Hopefully,
Hey, how you doing, brother? My man, Mountain Man Explorer Truth. How are you? How are you, man? How's it going? It's so good to see you here, Blake. Ascension, all good. Black Muslim, hello. Oh, she says that there's still an echo. Mike is slightly echoing, like you're in a barrel. Mike, maybe you want to get rid of that microphone and switch back over to your normal thing.
I did. I unplugged
Oh,
it.
okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Did you just unplug it?
Uh, I think I unplugged it, then refreshed, but I can try
Okay.
again.
Well, if your settings are there, did you check the settings in the settings there? Like in audio, is
Yeah.
you have to have the stereo off and echo cancellation auto gain on and background reduction.
Yeah, I got those on.
Okay.
But I can like hear it through your side. I know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
Let me try some.
Well, everybody, hey, Thomas, how are you?
Yo.
Echo Blake, or let me see. Hold on.
Is it still echoing? I can hear it.
Yeah, they said that you are.
Well,
So let me look at something real quick. I apologize, guys. I want it to sound good for you.
yeah, my bad, guys. Damn.
But anyway, I'm so excited. Let me refresh. Maybe that'll help you. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, maybe that worked.
Hopefully. Oh, I don't hear it.
You don't?
I don't hear it. Ask the
Okay.
chat.
Alfie says the reverberation makes it more epic. No, Owl Woman, Owl 13. Connie Kennedy, hello. Thomas Ward, Nye 762. Connie Kennedy again. I see you.
Yay, so it's good.
Blake,
Nice.
how have you been, my man? I miss you.
No
We're
echo.
gonna
Let's
have to have you on. I want to get you scheduled on a live stream. How would you like to do a show with me? Good. Everybody's saying better.
better.
So, Blake, we have to get in touch, my man. I want you to do a video with me. I want you to come on here and do a live. But tonight is about the strange and cryptids and scary things. He said, I've been great in getting back at it. All right. Well, we're going to make plans. I will contact you tonight if you're going to be up after the show. And as I was saying, Michael, I'm sorry. How's
So
everything going on Mr. E Files? Why don't you give everybody an update? What's going on?
everything's going good, man. Every October, I do this thing called Hell Month. Like 4 years ago, it started with Hell Week, and now it's Hell Month. And I just try to bring like extra special episodes plus bonus episodes. And the last one I dropped was about Michael Myers. Like, is he real? Is he not? And that one right now is doing the best this month. So no complaints. No complaints.
Love it. Well, everybody, a collaboration that has been in the works for a while
A couple
between
months.
Mike and I. Yeah. We are definitely getting it out this week. Thursday, you can be guaranteed that the collab will be released between that man and I. So we have a really cool collab up for you guys, and we're gonna save it as a surprise. It's gonna be awesome, and we can't wait.
It's gonna be sick, guys. Don't miss it. Thursday, the time. I don't have we nailed out a time? It's probably gonna
Um,
be what afternoon, probably like 4 p.m. or something,
you
5 p.m.
know what I did mention to you? I would like to do it when I usually release my videos at
What time?
4:12 p.m.
4:12. Let's do it. Let's
All
do it.
right, awesome. So I guess some people left. Maybe they were bored with what was going on. We apologize. Maybe they'll come back, or maybe they're hitting the like button. So,
Maybe.
hey, Bohemian Gypsy. So, as I was saying, guys, tonight is about two things: me having my man with us. I got to remember that way. If I'm pointing right, point left. Um, and most importantly, reviewing the strange and the cryptids and the terrifying and everything like that. That is something we have really been getting into, and I'm glad it's been getting good numbers and people have enjoyed it. So I know for a fact that we have some videos that some of our, and I apologize about my voice, I just got it back. Some of our people have been sending videos lately because I've been sick. So I want to give them some props here. And I'm going to start with one of our favorite, and that is Kat. So let's see. She definitely sent some stuff. Oh man, it wants me to do the. So we got one right here. I'll bring it up for you guys. I'll pause it. All right. And let me share this for you guys, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get on it with this. I'm gonna have these videos ready soon. Our regular favorite One of our favorite co-hosts is going to be coming back soon. Taz is coming back, and him and I have some plans about getting things rolling a little faster. So, without further ado, let me make sure the volume is on, as always.
What up, David Lancaster? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Let's go.
Till the end. Shortly after her family moved into a new home, this little girl started having terrible night terrors. She would describe a demon-like creature crawling from under her bed. Then it would bite her over and over again. Her mother figured she was just having bad dreams until this happens.
Are we scared, baby? Come on, you pickle. Come here, pickle.
So, sorry, my fault. My fault. Well, that's interesting.
What was that?
How do you get $100,000?
Wait till the end.
Let me bring it up.
Then
I wanted to make it bigger for you.
Are we scared, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, you pickle. Come here, pickle. Come on, pickle. It's okay. There's the vent right there, baby. See? The vent pushes the door. You're fine, okay? You big girl? You're scared, just remember. Baby Lenny's here, mommy's here. We all can be together in the same house. It's gonna be okay. Let's go to bed. What's wrong, Cora? Sweetie, what are you afraid of? You're scaring me, honey. I don't see anything.
wait till the end.
What's wrong, Cora? Sweetie, what are you afraid of? You're scaring me, honey. I don't see anything.
Wow, I'll tell you what, and not her again. So I find that extremely interesting because, sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
So I find that interesting, everybody, because first and foremost, you talk about two things or beings that notice supernatural before most anyone else: animals and children. And obviously, we're watching it. We don't see anything going on. The mom doesn't see anything going on. And all of a sudden, bam, the daughter was staring. She knew what was up. What do you think about that, brother?
Dude, that one, for many reasons, had me confused. At first, I thought it was like a jump scare, that witch. But then when I realized it was two separate videos or whatever, I don't know. I wish it was so small. Like, I wish we could make it a little bigger and then like pause right when they're about to like close down on the shutters, just to see if I can see like a reflection in the windows or something like that, just to make sure, we're not getting hoaxed right now. But if that wasn't a hoax, that's some scary poltergeist stuff, man.
I agree. How about you guys? I see we have some of our normal people in here. I love it. Ascension 22 is in the UK. He says it's 2:02 p.m. Carol Whitchurch says that poor girl. Griffin Eagle says she agrees with you. Or, yeah, Griffin Eagle's a girl, I think. Thomas Ward, I'm a ghost hunter from Ohio. Seen it all. Is that right? What part of Ohio, brother?
Yeah.
Ascension 22 be kind of sick if it was a hoax. Well, unfortunately, that happens quite a bit. Let's see. Lucreziella, I hope I'm saying it right, says, I don't think all of those wooden shades are connected, so why would they? So, and I'm going to change the font on this. Why would they go at the same time? I agree, unless they had something set up. I don't know. That was weird. The mom's scream sounds sincere. You're from Youngstown, Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Youngstown. I was
Brother man, welcome. Have we spoken before? Welcome, my man. The yo is in the house times 2.
Times 3.
Hey, Alan, how are you?
Don't forget me, buddy. Times 3. OHIO, buddy.
Well, the yo is Youngstown, but OH for sure. IO.
OH.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, that one was crazy. Is there an ability to make it bigger? It was so small. I had to like squint.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm on this little window. But could y'all see it good, or was it small for you guys, chat?
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I am going to get another one up here real quick. No, we don't want to show that for sure. And then, of course, the witch would want to pop up. Okay, here we go. I got one ready for you guys.
Let's go.
AI. So unfortunately, AI guys. Hey, how you doing, Jack? How is it was your son? How's he doing? Good night, Griffin. Let me, before I move on to another one, let me mute it.
See, it's hard with AI, man. I mean, it used to be just 8 seconds and then you could tell, but now like they can make AI up to a minute or 2 minutes without a cut.
So it says security camera records alien circle formation in San Diego alien circle. Oh, that was weird. So guys, at the end, I'll pause it. Do you see it?
What is that?
So there is a here, let me keep it up on the screen. There is a circle, if you guys can tell, that got blown onto the sand. There's like a weird bunch of circles right here. Can you guys see it?
I see what you're talking about now. Yeah. I thought that was water at first. I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, well, water blew in for sure. Hey, Bobby, I see your message. Get in touch with me if you're on Facebook. You can contact me right there. That's the best way to do it. If you're not, get in touch with me through the email. And I'm going to be getting back to everybody, I promise. Yeah, definitely, Carol. That is a very strange formation. I wish you can make these bigger. And normally, like on your phone, you can
Extraño ser, filmado en Japón, agosto de 2025.
This is wild.
Bro, that's pretty
Extraño
slick.
ser, filmado en Japón, agosto de 2025.
Look at the steps. I mean, the steps are pretty congruent. I don't see any legs switching.
Extraño ser,
Sorry,
filmado
I
en
didn't
Japón, agosto de 2025.
Guys, you gotta tell me that.
Extraño
What do you
ser,
guys think?
filmado en Japón,
I would
agosto de
assume that.
2025.
Bro, this is interesting. Does it not have hands, or is the hands like tucked? Like,
Extraño ser,
No, they're. Oh, wait, hold
filmado
on.
en Japón,
No, they're like down by its side. Let me
really?
mute it. I mean, obviously, it's probably AI. I mean, I would assume it is. It has that look.
Oh, definitely 90%. But
Well, I don't know, man. It's weird, but you can see right here. There's like a bicep here and a tricep. Looks
that's
like
what I'm
that.
trying to look for. I've noticed when doing AI for B-roll lately, like sometimes with feet and with hands, it'll like switch them by accident. That's why like I stare at the feet, I stare at the
Right.
knees, but it's hard to tell when it's this small and this far away. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's why I jumped on it immediately about it being AI because they like melt into each other.
Yeah.
So here, let me mute that. I did. I want to see what's coming. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay, I'm not quite do it. I mean, if that was real, which it most likely is not. I mean, it
Bro,
could
it's hard to
be.
tell.
It's weird. I mean, if it was real, that's really weird because she's holding a chicken in her hands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is she? I can barely see her, but is she like? Is her mouth like red around there? Does
She's
she got
got
that
blood in
Satan
her
mouth?
mouth.
Oh my god!
And that's so like that makes me cringe just the thought of her eating a dead chicken or eating a chicken because the salmonella and the blood. Oh, I just think of
Bro,
how sick you would get.
some people do that, dude. This is crazy.
Oh my god, dude, horrible.
Bro, I know we can make this bigger on a screen somehow because I'm watching on my phone as well. I know we can make it bigger. This is
Yeah, I'm gonna move to videos here in a minute, guys. Oh, this is interesting. Here we go.
I've
Let
seen
me
this. Yeah.
look real quick. If there's a way for me to. No, it's not.
What's the pencil icon at the bottom right? Is that expand or what is that?
Here, and I knew that was going to do it to the video. Here, let me put the sound on.
Lugares como boscosos, donde difícilmente nos podríamos cruzar con ellos. Y de todos modos, aunque nos cruzáramos con ellos, estaría genial no hacerlo, difícilmente lo vamos a notar porque cambiaría de forma. A ver, si esto existe, es lógico que habiten este tipo de lugares.
I mean, again, everybody, I mean, AI, I mean, most likely.
I covered that on MTC along with another one that was like a wolf that like went into a deer. It looked like a Bigfoot that went into like a wolf. And so like I think I got called out like AI crap.
For
so
sure.
I would think it's AI, but it's still cool.
It is cool. I mean, definitely cool. I mean, for sure AI.
Because when we think shapeshifters, bro, we've never got to see one. So even if they're fake, at least we might know now, oh, that might be actually how like they shape. I don't know.
Right.
En el folclore y las primeras historias, las características principales del vampiro eran la fealdad, la deformidad, y no se nos limita, tenemos la capacidad de poder detenerlos. En el folclore y las primeras historias, las características principales del vampiro eran la fealdad, la deformidad, y no se nos limita, tenemos la capacidad de poder detenerlos. En el folclore y las primeras historias, las características principales del vampiro eran la fealdad.
So we are moving on here, guys.
And there's like dozens of videos of what appears to be the same thing. Look at that.
You guys know we love this channel here, The Impossible.
Let's see what else we can find. So on August 24th, posted by UFO Mania, jellyfish-like UFO spotted in California.
He has great stuff. One of my favorite channels that I watch, and I rarely watch too many other than my friends.
Yeah, that dude talking is J-Mez too. He has a really good channel as well.
Why all of a sudden we're seeing a bunch of these things?
Yeah, dude, this is stuff that I tend to think may be legit. It may be drones, but like...
Not days ago, posted to Reddit, hand glider in Garden Ridge, Texas, captures metapod UFO.
It's very smooth, whatever it is.
What was that? Maybe someone in the jetpack? What the heck is going on? And then you got one of the weirdest sightings ever 23 days ago by Soul Reaver in Canada. She says it was 3:13 a.m. on August 28th in Bathurst, Canada. Let's take a look at this.
My videos, you should see the picture I got on here.
You can enlarge it right here, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
It just looks like a ball. Come see it on my phone.
Could it be a lighthouse?
That's what it looks like.
No.
That's crazy. I mean, if that's actually a UFO, that's crazy.
Too bad I don't have my fucking binoculars with me.
What is that?
I got a strong pair of binoculars.
That's giving off a lot of light.
Is it going to vanish? What's going to happen?
Is it camera or video? Camera.
That's crazy.
Camera and then...
I'm gonna zoom in again.
Because people in that area would know if it's a lighthouse.
The highway don't...
So she says the highest building in our city is roughly 150 feet maximum. And this thing is above the bay, possibly over the ocean. Yeah, just like the other drones and orbs. So someone says, hi there, I'm from the same region and there are no lighthouses in Bathurst.
Damn.
And typically working lighthouses in Canada have lights that appear to flash because half of the bulb is a reflector. So
that's right.
I guess that's not it. So he's saying if you use Google Maps and Google Street View, you will see there are no real mountains or lighthouses to speak of anywhere near Bathurst. Okay. So apparently this is the same location where she saw this, and yep, no lighthouses.
No lighthouse.
Nothing. Possibly over the ocean. This is crazy.
Well, that was quick. So let me real quick pause that.
Dude, that I kind of believe because I was like, okay, lighthouse, but that's legit, dude.
Oh, for sure.
That's somebody pulling a great prank, or that's like one of those UFOs coming down to hover, and as it hovers, that light, as it's turning, is just going with it. Like
for sure. Here, let me play this here. I love his channel, guys.
You guys hear that in the sky? Do you hear that?
To unexplained sightings, there's been quite a few that's been leaving a lot of people scratching their heads.
你来看，这是个什么东西啊？妈，你先别说话，妈，你先别说话。妈妈，你别说，我就不会给这个钱呢。妈妈，你别说话了。
But there's one that was caught on camera just recently that's straight out of an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Man, that was my room full of birds.
On the month of October, an internet account by the name of Greedy810 and her boyfriend were having a really good time on the Carnival Freedom cruise ship near Cape Canaveral. At the time, everything was going as it should, with the exception that a bird had entered their room.
I gotta catch up, Mom. Oh, I got another one. I got another one.
This is until hundreds of birds start swarming inside of their room. Little did they know that this would lead them into a much bigger mystery.
Man, that was my room full of birds.
Baby, you okay? Baby, where you at? Oh my God, baby, where you at?
In the video, we can see dozens of birds swarming inside of their room as if they've lost their sense of direction. Strange, isn't it? But here are things take an even stranger turn. Dozens of other videos started popping up all over social media of people seeing the same thing on different cruise ships around Florida. Check this out.
Boy, there was so many birds out here, man. I'm talking about they done flew all the folk.
I've never seen this before. First time. What do you think it is?
Swarms of thousands of birds were seen flying around the Serenade of the Seas cruise ship and many others.
David, that's a double image.
To make things even stranger, many of them were seen falling from the sky.
Yeah, I never seen like this.
I just wanted to pause it real quick, guys. So you see birds and animals doing that type of thing, flying in circles, or I've seen reindeer, thousands of them running in circles together for hours. Obviously, something is going on with the Earth's magnetic pull, and the waves are going. They're off. So they're causing them to do this for some strange reason. I'm sure some of you have seen the videos of like mass amounts of birds falling out of the sky, like all at once. It was crazy. The one I saw, they all fell. A Ring camera caught it, and then the majority of them jumped back up and flew away. It was just nuts.
Do you think that could be like HARP or like, those new sound weapons that they're developing, stuff like that?
Yes, very well. It could be. And I do think there's something natural going on. There's been a lot more of it lately. It very well could be the governments are screwing with stuff and causing them to do it. I don't know, but it's really nuts, and they're very telling about what's going on the planet.
Too much bird. It's the moth too. But the moth.
It's even the moth. That's what doesn't make sense. I've never been like this.
The guy, he said he's never seen this before. He works here.
Me too also.
You work here?
Yeah, but I never seen like this before.
Seen like this? Yeah.
Now, after doing some research, I found out that there was a major storm nearby. When this happens, the air pressure drops, and most birds who have sensitive hearing respond by flying as close to the ground as possible. So in this case, the birds were trying to avoid the storm, which makes a lot of sense. Nothing mysterious about it, right?
That makes sense.
Well, wrong. What makes all of this very strange is that not only birds, but insects were both falling from the sky.
Too much bird. It's the moth too. But the moth. What's even weirder is that they die flying. They die.
Yeah, they're just what about the moth?
That's true.
They shouldn't be dying.
And both crew members and passengers had never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, not normal. You've not seen this before.
Yeah, I never seen like this.
I've never seen this before. First time. What do you think it is?
Now, even though there are some ideas to why this happens, one of them being a magnetic anomaly or a shift of some kind strong enough to disorient birds and insects, this bizarre phenomenon still remains a complete mystery. And to make things even stranger, this isn't the first time such a thing happens.
What? No way.
But I want to know your thoughts. Have you ever seen anything like this? And what do you really think happened on that mysterious night?
What if you could taste the movies?
Those last
We've turned that idea into an 11.
They look like a tornado of birds coming down. Like
Right.
$1.3 million business.
There's a commercial. I'm on my wrong. I'm on the wrong.
One movie night we were crazy.
I'll open it on another one. That's okay. Let me stop sharing this for a minute and come back. So I was on my Just Football account, so I will change that. So I want to get everybody up real quick. I want to jump in the comments too. Thank you very, very much. And Griffin, I knew I was confusing you with somebody else. I do that to you all the time, don't I? That's why I said, I'm sorry. I do that to you all the time. I knew you were a guy. I shouldn't have done that. I'm just going to be quiet. Thank you very much, Griffin. Oh man, I always do something. So I'm going to tell you guys, while I'm doing this, a very embarrassing story. And I think you guys will laugh at me, of course, and find it unbelievably embarrassing. And it will teach you guys. It will teach you guys a lesson if anybody ever does this. So as I'm getting my other account up, oh, I can't believe I'm telling this. But I am. So it was a few years ago. I'd say about 4 years ago. I was with me and my older partner that I did football with for years. We went out to dinner after a game to a place called Amen Corners in Girard, Ohio. And oh my God, is it ridiculously good. So we went there, and we went there all the time after games. It's like even hurts now. So we are eating, and our waitress, well, no, we did not eat. We were just getting ready to eat. We are just about to order, and our waitress is taking care of us, getting us drinks. And she had a which looked like to me that she was pregnant. And I said to her, "So how far along are you? When are you due?" And she looked at me and said, "I'm not pregnant."
Oof.
I mean, it still hurts today, guys.
Bro.
Never make that mistake. Don't ever do it. But my partner just he ate it up. He loved it. But he said when we went outside, he's like, "Dude, she did look like she was pregnant. She had the role and everything." But I will never, ever, 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 ever do that again.
Bro, what if she was pregnant and she was just doing that to mess with you?
I don't think so. I gave her a $20 tip, and I just apologized over and over. I'm like, "Okay, my food's getting spit in tonight." And she was like, "No, I would never do that." But oh my God, guys, I wanted to stick my head in the ground. Bohemian Gypsy said, "I've done that, felt bad, learned." Yes. Owl Woman 13, that happened to a friend of mine I was there visiting too, and she was bartending. BJ, I knew you were going to be the one to say something like this. Hold on, let me bring this up and pause it. And I'm going to come back. So I can't see you guys. Let me bring up, thank you again, Griffin Eagle. BJ, I knew you were going to be the one to scold me on this. So BJ says, Matt never, ever comment on a woman's weight or assume pregnancy. I know, guys.
But maybe Carol's right. You know, maybe that's why she said that, to get a higher tip. Maybe she plays that game all day.
Possibly. And again, I apologize for wiping my nose. Rye says maybe you'll inspire her to lose some weight. Well, this was like 3-4 years ago. So no, it was 4 years ago. It was the last year I did football with him before I moved to my new partner. All right. Enough of my embarrassing stories.
But that wasn't too bad, man. I mean, that was modern.
Mike, if you were in my shoes, brother, oh my God, I don't know if I've ever been more embarrassed in my life. I was horrified.
That is tough. It is tough.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, you remember it 4 years later, so.
Yeah. Oh, I'll never forget that, man. Ever. I felt horrible. All right, let's roll.
It was a trap.
Look at the sky. I've never seen the sky look like that.
Aquilo, olha isso. O que formou?
Look at this.
Where did this come from?
It's right there. Somebody is walking on the mother freaking cloud.
Warning, if you scare easy, my stomach drops.
Olha isso aqui. Olha isso aqui. Isso aqui é Bronx.
Esse que passa aqui, olha lá. A velocidade desse trem que passa.
Se está moviendo. Dale, chinguiza, güey.
Hey, we're camping in this beautiful state park in Texas, and it's been raining, and the water that's coming out of the sky is blue.
What the freak is that?
Hi, I'm James Laffer and you're watching the Impossible Channel. Welcome aboard. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. Today we're going to be taking a look at the most mysterious and unexplained videos that were caught on camera in the past few months. Now just imagine going outside and noticing how there's something pretty wrong with the rain that's falling from the sky. Back in Louisiana and Texas just a few weeks ago, hundreds of people noticed that. After that, glitches in the radar system. Then, a lot of people started feeling strange. This is something that happened just recently and I went deep into it to find out what's going on. Also this month, a drone operator accidentally caught on camera something that might actually prove that there's some sort of connection between UFOs, aliens, and the Lee lines, the supposed energetic grid that connects certain ancient spots on Earth. Somewhere in the woods in Mexico, a team of investigators accidentally captures an alien-like figure descending from the sky, one that actually looks a bit like the same one that was supposedly seen in the Miami Mall incident. These and many more creepy videos and unexplained glitches caught on camera. Are you guys ready? This is gonna be a wild ride, so you best sit down and well, let's go. In the early 20th century, Alfred Watkins came up with a theory that the world was comprised of invisible lines that connected most of the ancient structures and landmarks built on planet Earth. These lines are known as the Lee lines, and believers argue that these alignments were recognized by ancient societies that deliberately erected structures along them. Since the 1960s, members of the Earth Mysteries movement and other esoteric traditions have commonly believed that such Lee lines form some sort of energy grid and serve as a guide for alien spacecraft.
Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, it's coming apart.
Now, one of these supposed energetic lines runs straight through southern Brazil, cutting across the misty mountainous region of Serra do Rio do Rastro. Known for its breathtaking beauty and impossible roads carved into the cliffs, the area has also been a hotspot for inexplicable phenomena.
Olha isso aqui. Olha isso aqui é Bronx. Olha isso aqui.
And it was about 2 weeks ago that a YouTuber known as Wandam Hobby Drone captured something completely unexplained on camera while recording the beautiful scenery with his drone.
Incrível que pareça, eu filmei tudo isso aqui, não vi, na hora não vi nada disso daí. Mas depois as pessoas assistindo me apontaram que apareceu 3 objetos. E agora nós vamos trabalhar, vamos dar um zoom, criar um contraste para ver se a gente identifica os objetos. O primeiro passou muito rápido, ele mergulhou, tá vendo? Depois subiu lá. Ó. Você deve falar, nossa, mas não dá para ver nada. Né? Só que essas imagens eu fiz em 4K em 60 frames, tá vendo ali? Tá subindo, agora tá subindo, é um negócio subindo ali. Aí tem muita gente que já logo vai falar, não, é pássaro. Cara, não é pássaro. Olha, dá uma olhada nos pássaros lá embaixo, que ele passou por cima dos pássaros e assustou os pássaros, quer ver? Vou mostrar aqui em câmera lenta, tá lá. O objeto passando e os pássaros assustados. Agora, olha esse formato desse objeto. Vê se esse objeto parece com um pássaro.
At the time of recording this beautiful place, Wandam did not realize it. But he actually captured not one, but several unidentified objects moving inland pretty quick.
Baixa lá embaixo passa outro, ó. Subi lá, ó. Ele é muito nítido, olha só. Aí você deve falar, nossa, o que é isso aí? Agora vai dar pra ver que não é um pássaro.
The first one could be confused by a drone or maybe a bird. But it's when he captured the second and third object that it becomes quite clear that whatever it is that we're looking at, these are not drones nor birds. Take a look.
Agora, o mais intrigante é esse, cara. Esse que passa aqui, olha lá, a velocidade desse que passa é muito, mas muito mais rápido que os outros. E o formato desse aí é uma coisa que eu vou te falar, eu nunca vi na minha vida.
The third object swooshes by pretty quick, much quicker than any drone or bird could fly. If we zoom in slow-mo, we can compare this object's speed with the cars.
Damn,
It also looks like this thing could be a cylindrical type UFO. Now here's the thing, Wanzam didn't just capture 3 objects. After posting the video to YouTube, most of his subscribers noticed that he actually captured a swarm of UFOs. Check this out. Did you see that? Moments before lowering his drone into the valley, he captures 3 of these objects swooshing by pretty quick, so quick that no one saw it. Whatever these things are, it seems like they don't have any known propulsion system, making me think that this is either classified technology or alien technology. But I'm not too sure. What I do know is that a ley line, or one of these supposed energy grids, actually passes by this exact spot in Brazil. And looking at Google Earth, it seems that these objects could be coming from the ocean towards inland, which immediately reminded me of the swarm of UFOs that were seen in the United States in November and December, where sheriffs and officials reported seeing dozens of these things coming from within the ocean.
What the f...
Mírala, 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 mírala. Mira salir de ahí. ¿Sí la estás viendo? La luz.
It seems as if something started happening last year, and since then, sightings have been amping up all over the world. But when it comes to unexplained phenomena, it doesn't stop there. For the past few years, loads of people have been feeling as if there's something strange about the sky. No one knows what it is. If it's the way the sun shines, if it's the moon, if it's the clouds, something feels off.
Look at the sky. This is not real. I've never seen the sky look like that.
And just recently, a woman was driving at a highway somewhere in the United States when all of a sudden she spotted something really bizarre in the clouds, something that wasn't supposed to be there. This is what she saw.
Damn, where'd it go? It's right there. Somebody is walking on the mother freaking clouds.
Something is walking on them clouds.
What is that?
It's a body. Look.
It showed this. That's a person. That's crazy. We're not supposed to see that. We're not supposed to see that. Something gonna happen.
What appears to be a cloud in the shape of a humanoid figure can be seen standing out in the sky. At the time, this caught so much attention that both people inside the car were completely baffled by it.
What is that?
It's a body. Look.
It showed this. That's a person.
Now, my first thought was this is most likely pareidolia. But if we slow-mo and zoom in the video, we can clearly see that there seems to be something off about this specific cloud. Researching the topic, I found out that this is not the first time something like this happens. In 2016, Nick Donahue saw something similar while flying over London. But Nick isn't the only one. There are a number of videos and pictures from people all over the world of similar things in the sky. If these things are indeed clouds, then it's a perfect pareidolia. Is this just a coincidence, or is it possibly something else? Some people believe that these are entities or spiritual beings that for some reason have been showing up in the sky. Others think that this is just pareidolia or a coincidence, which is most likely the case. But then again, in some pictures or videos, something about it feels off. And it appears as if lots of people have been seeing these things more often lately. So what's going on here? Is this possibly just a coincidence, some sort of unknown phenomena, or something else entirely? What's your take? Now just imagine waking up one day after a strong rain. You go outside and you look around and you start realizing that there's something wrong about this rain.
I walked outside and I thought there was ice on my patio.
This is exactly what happened back in Texas and Louisiana just a couple of weeks ago, when a lot of people noticed that there was something odd about the rain.
Hey, we're camping in this beautiful state park in Texas, and it's been raining, and the water that's coming out of the sky is blue. And it's not this tarp, because it's happening on this tarp too. Look at that. This is crazy. Are they us in Texas?
About a month ago, around May 2nd, several people in Texas started noticing how the rainwater had a bluish tint to it, something that they had never seen before. At the time, the internet was completely flooded with videos of this mysterious blue rain.
Blue lake right here. How much would it take for you to drink that water? How much money?
So I live here in the Central Valley, and it was raining a couple minutes ago. Can anyone explain the blue water?
You see that? That's rainwater. Yeah, I'm in West Texas, and we got that blue rain, and I was out in it last night. I don't think it's any big deal, really. It's nothing. Nothing to worry about.
This mysterious phenomenon caught so much attention that hundreds of people were talking about it on TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, and many other places on the internet.
Enough people talking about that blue rain that a lot of people have been seeing in Texas and now Louisiana. Now I know a lot of people who's gonna say, well, water is blue. That's the usual color of water, but not this rain. This rain is a different type of blue, not an aqua blue, more like a royal blue. So again, I'm trying to figure out, where is this rain coming from? Why is it raining blue rain?
Holy, no, I just figured something out. So put in your search bar, blue rain in Texas. That's happened over the last couple of days. I'm literally 3.5 hours to 4 hours from Houston, which reports are coming out of that area. And the rain is supposed to be here tomorrow. So I'm putting some buckets out tonight. We're going to catch this rain. We're going to see how blue it really is.
At the time, several people started testing the rainwater in Louisiana and Texas, and some of them got this blue tint and others didn't.
I'm in Texas collecting rainwater, and I've yet to see anything blue.
Now this of course left a lot of people thinking that this might be an elaborate hoax. Others thought maybe something else is going on here. One main theory is that this is possibly contaminants in the air, including smoke from fires nearby. Another theory was that this might be a repeat of the Oakville phenomenon. In the 1990s, residents of Oakville, Washington experienced a bizarre and unsettling phenomenon known as the Oakville Blob Incident. Over several days, jelly-like and translucent blobs mysteriously fell from the sky during rainfall. The blobs, described as jelly-like and somewhat sticky, covered cars, houses, and fields. Shortly after the first fall, many residents reported flu-like symptoms, including difficulty breathing, dizziness, and extreme nausea. Samples were analyzed and reportedly showed the presence of human white blood cells and unidentified bacteria, fueling rumors of some sort of experiment. To this day, the true origin remains a mystery, and just like this blue rain that fell in Texas, no one knows what really happened. And this is when I decided to go deeper on this blue rain phenomenon. I actually found out that it's much stranger than we thought.
I walked outside and I thought there was ice on my patio. And I reached down to touch it. And it's like it's a jelly.
On May 6th, Kelly June captured what appeared to be jelly-like blobs that apparently fell from the sky in her backyard.
It rained a lot today. But what is this? What is that?
Now this would fit perfectly with the Oakville Blobs incident. However, there were no massive reports of flu-like symptoms in this specific date, right? Well, maybe not.
What is this new sickness that's going around right now? That's not. It felt a lot like, so much so that I took a test, and I haven't taken a test in a couple of years.
Dozens of people started posting videos like this during the same period that the blue rain phenomenon started happening in Texas, Louisiana, and also in California. The majority of the videos were from the US, even though there were people in London, Australia, and other places also reporting the same flu-like symptoms.
Is anyone else sick like this? Like, I am miserable. My throat is on fire.
There's also reports of this strange weather pattern that were captured on camera above Houston, Texas.
Okay, so I know I'm not going crazy, but look at that. What in the world? Dude.
This video was recorded a couple of days ago by Chevy Sevier 525. And on May 15th, a similar phenomenon was captured on camera, but this time it was a bit different. Dozens of bizarre circular patterns can be seen in this weather radar. Now this of course led loads of people thinking that maybe this had something to do with the blue rain. But officially this is known as a glitch in the radar system caused by rapid inversions of cool and warm air. This can lead to radar beams bouncing off the ground, causing this bizarre glitch. There's also the fact that flu season in the US happens between October and May. And it could just be that this is what's going on. Maybe this is all just a coincidence. Not only that, the blue rain wasn't reported anywhere else besides social media, which makes me think that it could be an elaborate hoax. However, the Oakville blob incident to this day remains a complete mystery. It might just be that the blue rain will also remain a mystery. But I want to know your take. What do you think is going on, and have you ever seen anything like this before? Have you ever felt as if you one day woke up to a different reality? One that's pretty similar to yours, but there's something about it that's different.
Aquilo, olha isso! O que formou? Você tá vendo ali? Olha a força!
For the past few years, loads of people have been feeling like this, and Callie Rittenhouse is one of them. On April 21st, Callie was with her daughter somewhere close to Oak Ridge in Tennessee. It was a beautiful and sunny day and they were enjoying their time, and all of a sudden something pretty weird happens. While recording her daughter running around at the park, she captures something pretty bizarre. A strange sound followed by a distortion can be clearly seen in her video. And at first I thought it was her phone glitching or possibly her camera lens. But after replaying the video a couple of times, it becomes quite clear that whatever happened there, her daughter seems to acknowledge it. After posting the video to social media, it amasses millions of views, and most people seem to agree that this is some sort of electromagnetic frequency or interference that was caught on camera. Some think that maybe she's too close to an electric fence of some sort, and maybe the current of the electric fence is disturbing her camera. However, many others agree that whatever this thing was, it seems as if her daughter felt it. There were also other people who noticed what appears to be a translucent orb flying by at the same time. Now, if this is not an out-of-focus insect, I don't know what that is. The next day, Callie does what anyone would do, and she goes back to that park just to test the electric fence. And this is what happens.
Yeah.
She finds out that the fence isn't electric, and that's not it. So what's going on here? Could it be that she actually captured a glitch in the matrix and that her daughter actually saw, heard, or felt it? But when it comes to unexplained glitches in parks, it doesn't stop there.
Look at this.
I like this one. I've covered this. This is a good one. That's like some
Just
Bigfoot stuff.
randomly in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere, this. I don't even know.
While driving through a forest somewhere in Oregon in the United States, Stephanie and her husband Adam come across something really bizarre.
My husband is on it.
Look at that, bro.
It's
Come on.
crazy. Like, where
That's
did
not
this
man.
come from?
Man can't do that.
Let me show
That's a
you
lightning
the
storm.
surrounding
Big
areas. Hold on. Okay.
So I haven't stopped in a while. I just want to stop to say hi to everybody real quick, and because if Stacy was awake, she would say, "Matt, you need to come on screen and show you guys for a little bit." So hold on. Hello, everybody again. Let
What's
me
good?
take this off the scene real quick. So first and foremost, I wanted to ask you guys: are you guys cool with this tonight? Hey, Louise, how are you? I just saw you jump in. And New England Dirt Roadie, what's up, brother? If I missed you, I apologize. You guys enjoying this? Like I said, I don't watch um, very many shows on YouTube other than my friends. But this is something that I frequent, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys tonight. I've been really watching a lot of him lately, and I'm definitely going to be cutting a lot up and making special videos for you guys. So if everybody, Owl Woman 13 likes it, I also want to address something real quick, and this is all I'm going to say about it. If I ever speak to anyone, I take it very seriously. I care about everybody. Whoever reaches out to me, you guys know from what happened to me when I was 14, it affected my life. Two of my friends that were there made, I mean, I'm not going to say they made the choices. They kind of had it rolled into their lives, and what they started doing led to their deaths because of what happened. So it affected every aspect of my life. It doesn't ever not, affect me. Every day I think about it in some form of fashion. So I have had people, Ascension, yeah and no. I'll have to talk to you about that sometime. I don't really want to deal with that here right now. I am going to be writing a book, though, everybody, just to let you know, and I will talk about it there. But back to what I was saying, I've had thousands of people reach out to me in the last 3.5 years. People reached out to me before I even had my own channel. And let's see, Matt, do you know if typing in all caps does something in the comment section, paste or screw thing? No, it doesn't screw it up. When you do it in all caps, I pay attention. We pay attention more. If you have a question, that's what we actually prefer. So real quick, guys, and I'm going to go back to putting on the video. It's very serious to me when people reach out to me. And if I ever mistakenly don't get back to someone, if I ever say to somebody, I'll get back to you and something happens, I've had a lot of things happen to me health wise and family wise. And there's something really, really crazy and life alteringly important going on in my family right now that is very, very, very serious. And, I'm still trying to do everything I can to be on here. And I will. I'm not going anywhere. But I just wanted to let you guys know, if I ever, don't see an email, if I ever don't immediately get back to you, reach out to me privately and just let me know. I'm very bothered by that, and I'm going to make it right. I'm very, like I said, I take it very seriously. So I just wanted to mention that. And without further ado, let's get back to it. Thank you, Ascension. I just had to say something. So thank you, Ancient Ruby. No, it's okay. I just wanted you to be aware that it was not done personally or on purpose. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and I want to deal with that with you. And I very seriously want you to reach out to me so we can take care of things. I care. All right, guys. So let's get back to it.
All right.
Thank you.
Anybody know about that blue water? That blue water, like I heard someone say it was a BJ that you said it could be stuff from planes. That actually makes sense. And I'd like to know if that route where the blue was coming, because the other people like that were sending out the jars didn't get it. So I'd like to see if that was a flight path, you know, and if it wasn't a flight path, then I don't know.
You know, it makes sense real quick because, you know, they release like their waste and stuff in the air. People go to the bathroom. They say it all gets put in the plane. No, it doesn't always happen. They release it and it like freezes and it comes down and sometimes it hits people's houses and goes through their roofs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it hits the ground or something and it melts. And then you have that stuff on the ground. I mean, the most foul. I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah, to me that screams HARP though, like messing with the weather and stuff like that. They're trying. I don't know what they're doing, but
it's weird. Weird. Unreal estate agent. We tell people to do it. Don't worry about it. You do it. I see it. We see it. That's how we want you to bring it to our attention. All right, let's get back to it, everybody.
All right. Yeah, I think this. What do you think? Lightning strike or Bigfoot?
We can't figure out where this came from.
No, I think a Bigfoot did it. It could be a lightning strike.
Here is the tree. Yes, there's debris right here because whatever made this forcefully go into the ground, there's going to be debris. So that's debunked. And I'm going to look up because everyone kept saying, look up. Well, the sky's up. There are no trees that are broken. I'm doing a 360, everybody. Turning, turning, turning.
Oh, that's
it appears
crazy,
as if a massive tree trunk was ripped out of somewhere and forcefully stuck into the ground. The question is, how or what did this?
All over. Yes, there is. It still doesn't explain that this is in the center of the thing. That looks like it could have been part of it that fell.
You're right, BJ. There's no charring.
Where it came from. But, you know, people
Which
say
is strange.
Maybe. I'm not saying anybody's wrong.
Just imagine how strong that Sasquatch
maybe.
Like,
while some think that this is a treetop that broke off and fell perfectly into the ground, others believe it could be a keep out sign made by Bigfoot. Taking a good look around, the biggest clue are the debris. There's too many of them, which would mean that this thing possibly fell from high up in the sky. But how?
I don't want somebody's lame ass reasoning for this because there honestly isn't one.
Well, there's no trees broken.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Look up the hill. Not even there.
Yeah. There's nothing. That's crazy.
Maybe a tornado nearby, lightning, or a chopper that was carrying the log and accidentally dropped it off. But none of these options would explain how this thing fell and fit perfectly into the middle of the road. What's your take? What do you really think happened here, and have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, is this a glitch in the Matrix, Bigfoot, or something else entirely? In late August 1974, something extraordinary happened near Coyami, Mexico, a town just south of the Texas border. Radar operators in the US tracked an object traveling at over 2,000 miles an hour, originally thought to be a meteor, until it abruptly changed course towards Mexico. The object ended up colliding midair with a private Cessna en route to Mexico City, and debris and bodies fell in a remote stretch of desert outside Coyami. At the time, Mexican Army launched a recovery mission after locals had reported a disc-shaped object that had crashed in the region. However, the 24 soldiers that surrounded the object were later found unalived by asphyxiation. It is said that later that same day, the US deployed a team from Fort Bliss to airlift the craft and transport it covertly back to the US. The story was never officially recognized, but to this day, locals talk about it and how strange things still continue to happen around this region. On May 2025, just a month ago, a YouTuber known as Moonra Vlogs, who does paranormal investigations, caught himself face to face with a very bizarre situation. It was late at night and Munra and his team were in the middle of the woods in Mexico recording another one of their videos, expecting to capture some sort of paranormal phenomena.
Porque si te fijas que llegamos aquí, güey, y empecé a escuchar esa madre, güey.
They spot what looks like a burn mark on the ground and not knowing exactly what this thing is, but maybe thinking this is part of some sort of witchcraft ritual, something like that. They start looking around. This is when they hear footsteps nearby and little do they know, things are about to take a really strange turn. Check this out.
Neta, güey. Pues no, pero pues, ¿para qué te metes, güey? O sea, yo lo que digo, está raro esta madre, no sé qué sea, güey. ¿Te dan marcas que dejan estas mamadas o qué? Porque si te fijas que llegamos aquí, güey, y empecé a escuchar esa madre, güey. Pero hay que estar trucha porque yo fue donde sentí que pasaron así como atrás de mí, loco. Te digo que yo vi allá atrás, vi algo, güey. ¿Por qué, güey? Es que aquí me llamó la atención, no sé por qué, morro. No sé por qué, güey. ¿No traerá así como energía esta madre o algo acá? Ey, espérate. ¿Si hay algo ahí? ¿Si hay algo? ¿Y estás escuchando?
¿Cómo se oye, güey?
Bestia, güey.
Whoa.
Es un pinche mono de esos, güey.
No way.
They spot what at first looks like a pale person in the distance. However, after zooming in, they start realizing that this thing might be something else entirely, something possibly not of this world. This is what happens next.
Okay, that's weird.
No mames, güey.
Bestia, güey, bestia. Oh, I've seen that before.
Bestia, jálense, güey. Jálense. Vénganse, güey, vamos por él, güey. Vamos.
Instead of running away scared, like most paranormal investigators would, Munra and his team actually run after this thing in hopes of catching it on camera.
Good.
And this is when things get even stranger. Check this out.
Oh, man, ow.
Ay, güey. Escuché bien cool. Aquí, güey. Sí, güey, sí, aquí en el suelo, güey. No sé, güey.
Take care, Alf.
Aquí se metió, güey.
Cheers, buddy.
Aquí se metió, mira, güey. Aquí se metió, güey. Bestia, güey.
No mames, güey.
Mira, Ruso, sale algo, sale como del cielo, güey. Del suelo, güey.
Mira esta mamá, ¿está abierto?
Pues está abierto, güey.
A la bestia, güey. Bestia, loco. Mira, Ruso.
Ay, güey. ¿Se meterían o qué?
Ahorita tal vez suelta esa madre, no manches, loco.
¿Estás escuchando?
Sí, bestia, qué pedo.
Ey, Fer. Ahí estaba parado, güey, Dale, güey, dale. Tenemos que agarrarlo, güey, dale. Dale, güey. Ahí donde está esa madre, güey.
Ahí, güey.
Sí, güey, sí. Dale, Ruso, dale, güey. Se sigue, es que se escucha, ¿no, Ruso? Ey, espérate, morro, espérate.
¿Qué traes?
Ven. Ahí está esa mamada, güey. ¿Qué les dije, güey?
Whoa.
Face to face with what appears to be an alien-like creature, Munra and his team are now completely creeped out. Everything about this situation feels off, and even though they're trying to catch up with this thing and not being able to, at a certain moment they actually get closer to it. And this is what happens next.
Como que se mueven chinguiza esa madre. Mira, primero la miramos en un lado, loco, y después se mueven chinga, güey. Bestia, loco. Güey, pero si yo me miraste. Ey, acá, morros, acá. Vénganse. Mira, güey, te digo que acá anda. Espérate. Mira. Espera, Ruso. Por aquí, güey. Por aquí, güey.
He's talking so fast.
Andan como cuidando a esta madre, Ruso. Mira. Te estoy diciendo, güey. Pues si te estoy diciendo, güey. Ahí está, mira. Mira. Los ojos, güey.
This is a good prank, or this is like some good stuff right here.
La cabeza se da la vuelta, si es cierto, ruso.
That thing looks weird.
A las 3 corremos en chinguiza, ¿eh? 1, 2. Se está moviendo. Dale, en chinguiza, güey. En chinguiza, güey. Vete.
After getting a closer look at this thing, Munra and his team once again try to catch up with it. It appears as if whatever this thing is, its head seems somewhat elongated and thinner than a human being. Strange, isn't it? But it's about to get way stranger. After zooming out on this creature, they spot what appears to be a luminous orb that pops up in the sky just above them, and they caught it all on camera. Check this out.
No mames, güey. Bestia. ¡Ey! No mames.
Mira, estaba atrás.
¿Qué pedo, güey?
Se peló madre, güey. No mames.
A la bestia, güey.
Zoom in.
Su máquina.
No mames, güey. No mames, güey. Vente. Vénganse, güey.
Bro, why wouldn't they zoom in right
güey,
there?
está de un puto lado, está de otro, güey. Vénganse, güey. No mames. ¿Dónde está, güey?
¿Qué pedo? Ay, güey.
No mames, güey. No mames. No mames, ruso.
He answered me.
Mira, checa la cabeza, güey.
Les da vuelta la cabeza, güey.
Sí, güey, ¿no viste?
Munra and his team try to chase this thing for the last time, and this is when it vanishes out of thin air,
Dale, güey. Lo tenemos que grabar de cerquita, güey.
leading most people to think that this is most likely an alien-like creature. Whatever this thing is, it seems that most people agree that this is one of the best videos when it comes to evidence of the existence of aliens and UFOs. Others state to have encountered similar beings in the woods. It seems that most people agree that this is possibly a gray alien, but I'm not too sure. This could actually be a hoax, and if so, a very elaborate one. But let me know what you think in the comments. Could it be that Munra and his team actually came face to face and recorded one of the best sightings ever? And if so, where did this alien-like creature come from? And why Mexico? What's your take? To paranormal investigators and ancient societies, mirrors are believed to be portals or gateways to the other side. It's not just something that reflects reality. To ancient Greeks, African tribes, and many other ancient cultures, mirrors can reveal or trap souls. This belief stems from early superstitions that reflections hold part of a person's spirit, making mirrors powerful and dangerous objects.
Everybody breathe in, hands go up. And push down.
Excuse me. Are you back there again? This has become its favorite spot. Now, and there he is. Okay, that's enough water, please. Okay. Everyone can see you in their reflection, bud. Everyone can see you in their reflection. And it's gone. Okay. I know he's not in here, but I just want anyone who's watching to see. This is too small, but just like it's not. I just wanted you to see. The cabinets are knocking again. I'm leaving.
On April 25th, an internet account known as Wild Company woke up late at night, hearing strange noises inside his room. Now, this wouldn't be the first time he wakes up in the middle of the night, hearing or seeing strange things. And many seem to believe that one of the reasons is because the mirror inside his room is very old and possibly haunted. This is what happened. Not knowing if there's actually someone there or maybe he's just seeing things, he gets his flashlight to check his room around, and this is what happens.
What? Hey, there's a face at the bottom too. Bro.
No.
Did you see that? What appears to be the figure of a woman can be clearly seen standing behind him. When he turns around, there's no one there. Now scared and pretty sure that whatever it is that he's dealing with is possibly a ghost or a spirit, he gets the heck out of there as fast as possible. But this isn't the first time something like this happens inside his home, and it seems that most people agree that either his mirror is extremely haunted or he's possibly faking these videos for views.
Bro,
Things are a bit different with Melody Rose.
Warning, if you scare easy, this made my stomach drop. So once again, I could have gone my whole life without y'all telling me.
It all started on May 26th, a few days before her birthday. She starts getting this uneasy feeling as if there's something watching her. Later that same night, she notices how her cat is acting weird and doesn't want to come in.
What's that?
She notices how her cat keeps staring at something, but she doesn't know what exactly.
Cat's got that sixth sense.
Scared me. Do y'all hear that?
At this point, Melody is a bit freaked out. She doesn't know exactly what to think. She lives alone, and there should be no one or nothing there. So she gets her cat and goes back inside. The next day, she celebrates her birthday and things go back to normal, or at least, this is what she thought. Later that same night, she arrives home after her job, and this is what happens.
Might be nothing, but the timing is just not it. It was my birthday, right? And I got these flowers. Boom. They're dying. I know. That's not weird because it's me. Okay? They die. No note. So, and I figured, you know, when it's my birthday, someone's gonna call or text me and be like, "Happy birthday, did you like my flowers?" That didn't happen. That didn't happen. So, hold on, my dogs are freaking out. Hold on. Back to the story. So today when I get home, okay, yeah, I leave a note.
After getting a bunch of flowers without any notes and not knowing exactly who or what left them there, she becomes even more freaked out. At the time she didn't notice, but her subscribers did. She captured something chilling in the background, something that was about to change her perception of reality and scare the living crap out of her. If we pay close attention, the second time she goes out of frame, it appears as if a tall, humanoid figure can be seen standing behind her. And if we mess around with the brightness and contrast, it becomes pretty clear. And this is when Melody finally realized it. She wasn't alone.
Easy. This made my stomach drop. So once again, I could have gone my whole life without y'all telling me there's someone or something standing behind me in the doorway. I decided I'm going to screen record myself screenshotting the doorway, playing around with the settings. This is what I found.
Alright, let's see this here. I never get how
After playing around
viewers
with the
know-
brightness and contrast, we can clearly see the face of a person, the body, the legs, and the feet. But there was no one there. Is this possibly evidence of ghosts, demons, or what? And the most important question is, who left the flowers there? Is this why her cat is acting strange? And is this thing ill-intentioned or not? But this is not the first time this happens.
Sí, ya lo descargué ya.
Captured on camera by a couple who owns a farm somewhere in southern Chile, a ghostly figure can be clearly seen walking past a gateway.
Casi de mi pasado nos pilla. Bueno, ni siquiera hay un portón. Oh.
That's weird.
And captured on February 6th in El Salvador, something pretty similar can be seen and dogs reacting to it. So, whatever these things are, they're possibly real. Cats and dogs seem to react to it, but it's something that our eyes can't see, but for some reason in rare cases,
Dog backed
cameras
off quick.
pick them up. So what are these things? Ghosts, demons, or something else entirely? What's your take? Well, this is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check them out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel with notifications on and drop a like if you think it was worth it. And I'll see you guys again.
Okay. Jeez. You're muted, Matt. You're muted, bud.
I know. I was doing something real
Okay.
quick. Let me real quick, guys, move on to the next one for you. Because is that what you guys want? If you guys
What do
want
you
me to,
think was the most legit one, man? Because like that one where the girl screenshot, I never get that, right? I watch all these scary things like Sam and Colby, the overnight channel. I love the overnight channel. Now that they got, that haunted museum with Annabelle and stuff, but I never get how people watch like a 2-hour video, and in that 2 hours they'll see like the littlest thing in the background in a window or something. Then they'll tell somebody about. I'm like, how do people have eyes like that? That's just crazy.
it is, and I'm glad you said that. I want to ask everybody real quick. What did you guys think about that video? Do you guys enjoy it? Do you guys want to still stick with that? And what is playing in the background? What is that?
I don't hear you.
I'm looking at the hold on. Yeah, who is there's a video playing still. Is it behind? Oh, I'm behind on my phone.
Oh yeah. It's like 5.
I'm like, who is that person? So guys, what did you think? BJ, you thought they were cool. Good. What did you think, everybody, about it? What was the one that you thought was the most buying? What did you buy the most? I don't know. The one I thought, Mike, was really cool was the Pale Walker one.
Yeah, that one was obviously the most intense, and it's like
Yeah.
I only have like 1 or 2 problems with it. One of them, like the second time or third time that they chased up to it, and it was like right there to them, and it's walking that way towards like that glowing orb or whatever it was. Why didn't they zoom in then instead of like 50 yards away? They were like 20 yards away, but they didn't zoom in. Like it was the perfect opportunity. I don't.
I agree. 100%.
So stuff like that makes me skeptical, but I don't know. It did look very pale, but I don't know.
I agree, Carol. Unreal estate agent said the yard one, um, Lucreci, hold on, Lucreziella. Is that the way I say it? Lucreziella. New England Dirt Roadie likes it. Nye said she's Nye. Are you a girl or a boy? A man or a woman? Sorry, girl or a boy. Quite fun. I'm enjoying myself. Tim said he prefers the backyard footage. Um, Karen Brute, how are you, dear? I did not see you till now. I apologize. How are you? Let's see. BJ is talking about Pepsi Zero Wild Cherry and Holy Crap Batman or something. I think I put on there. Good, Lucreziella. I'll remember that. That's a beautiful name.
Lucreziella.
Okay, now you're a dude. Thank you for telling me. I will not assume anymore by the way that these names are. Are you tired? I got you. Do you guys want me to put on another Impossible channel? I'm digging him right now.
I didn't
Coke's
even know
here.
he had this channel, man. I just knew he had Jamez. I didn't know
Oh
he
my
had.
god, dude, he's got millions of viewers. I think
I
he's
had
like
no
over
idea.
2 or something. I don't. By the way, I don't drink any of that Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero. That stuff tastes like, ugh, it's horrible. You know what I drink? I'll show you, and I'm gonna get them to sponsor me. One of the few. And this live stream is brought to you by San Pellegrino, a sparkling fruit juice. Right now, I'm drinking the Aranciata, the orange. The blood orange is probably no, it's tied. Blood orange with grapefruit are my favorites. I just got a big order of I haven't had it in a long time of oh, what's it called? It's another sparkling fruit juice. It is I'll get one because they're cold. But I love those are my favorites. And I love anything sour. Matt, have you checked Lucreziella? Have you checked out the Ghost of Camel Maine? I have not. Is that on YouTube? I'll put it up. Oh, thank you, cornflakes, baby. Smash that like button for Matt and Mike.
That's what's up.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I can't drink that stuff, Cryptid Crossroads. It's and by the way, I want to put this out there too. Anybody that's reached out to me and I haven't gone back to you, please let me know in here. And somebody, I forgot, there was a couple people a few weeks ago that had mentioned that they wish that I would make some stuff in my merch, a sticker. Somebody said it would be wild if I made something like a dragon or something in the holographic sticker. And somebody mentioned something about a shirt. And there's one of my I gotta remember who's making it. I gotta look back. I have a buddy of mine in here who's a sub who's been making me a picture, and he said he was going to finish it. I've been wondering about that, and he mentioned something about making a shirt. So if you guys have any mentions for my merch, like what you would like me to make, a new shirt, a sticker, something, let me know because I'm about to go buck wild in there and make some new stuff. All right, let me know. And BJ, Kel, Josie, if anybody mentions that in here, please write it down for me. The Ghost of Camel Maine. I'm gonna look real quick. Hold on.
How many people here in chat are from New England? I thought I saw a couple people say New England. Who's from? Just spam where you're from in the chat right now.
Is my man from Youngstown still here? Are you the one who reached out to me about doing an interview? Because if you are, I would be happy to. Ghost of Camel Maine. Oh, here it is. Part 1. You guys want to give this Ghost of Camel Maine a try? Let me see.
Nice.
Lucreziella had recommended this. Do you guys want to give it a try? Go for it. Okay,
Why
yes.
not?
Okay, Matt Dogman, unreal estate agent Matt Dogman, eyes with an outlined silhouette of the head and ears. Okay. Yeah, please, guys, I would greatly appreciate checking if you're subscribed because sometimes people get unsubscribed. If you're not subscribed, if you're thinking about it, I would love if you would. It would help me a lot. And to Mike, if you would go to his channel, Mystery Files, and do the same, hit that notification bell to always and like every video you see. It's super important. It will help us immensely. If you don't want to subscribe, that's up to you. Thank you that
Hit
you're
that
here.
like button. If you don't want to subscribe, just hit that like button. And remember, this Thursday, turn that bell on because me and Matt are doing 2 collabs, one on each channel. So if you miss it, then you don't want to miss it. That's what I'm saying.
4:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when we shall
Correct.
release the hounds. All right, I'm going to play it for you guys. Lucreziella recommended this.
Thank you,
Cryptid
Karen.
Crossroads, did you reach out to me about something? I'm like paranoid now. I'm going to make sure that I take care of everybody.
So
All
what's
right.
this one about? This for
I'm
me?
not sure. It looks like it's paranormal.
Let's go with me. Let's go.
The official Ghosts of Camel Maine channel featuring Kent Burris and the Lamb House Paranormal Investigations. All right, let's go.
But you know what? I said I don't want to investigate this house anymore. But the thing is, they're not leaving me alone. I mean, I don't mind the good ones. The good ones are welcome to stay because they're good. I mean, if they're good ones. But ever since I shut this investigation down, this house has been extremely active. I mean, it's like quadrupled the activity. You know, another thing that's going on nonstop is they say my name. I mean, constantly they're saying my name. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if they don't say my name right now. Well, welcome to the House of Paranormal. If you wanted some evidence of paranormal activity, this is the house to come to. I'm leaving that light on just in case. I got this camera on me right now in case there's any EVPs where my name said. You can see my face and see I'm not the one that's saying it.
Oh, this dude was caught faking?
Hello?
This guy's a hoaxer?
Is anybody in here?
Yeah, who said that? Let me see who said that. Bronze Snake, is that true?
Is anybody in here?
Lucreziella says there is a specific video that shows a compilation of all the scariest stuff Ghosts of Camel Maine has put out. It's called Skip Image Encounter.
All right, well.
Oh, look.
The house seems quiet. If it starts back up, I'll hit
Leave this
record
play
again.
while I'm
going to set up 2 other cameras around the house. Whoa. That was some serious cold air that just went by my hand that's holding the phone. Hello? I just saw something move right there. You know, this area over here on this wall, this really makes me wonder because there's a very, very, very good possibility that's a big blood stain right there. And I know 2 people's died in this house, and I'm wondering if when one of them died in the house that they were decomposed so bad that the fluid actually ran off the bed.
Okay, guys,
If the bed was in the same place and onto the floor right there.
I actually found what she
That's a weird stain, and it can't come out. I wish I had some of that chemical to test it to see if it's blood or bodily.
I found what she was talking about. Hold on a sec.
What, the encounters of Shadow Dude?
Yeah, it's the group of them. All right, here we go.
Viewer discretion advised.
Oh boy, I might be having to remove this tomorrow. We'll find out. Anybody that's a child or you're not of age, make sure that you leave the room or you have the permission of your parents. Hopefully
Yes,
that
if you're
tells,
under 18, ask your parent now.
yes,
Do it.
hopefully that tells the algorithm.
The like, do it. Is it paused, or are they just like letting us know like this is some
Oh, it's
serious?
paused, sorry. And I didn't even click it.
Do not forgetful to entertain strangers, for some have entertained angels.
I've always believed in the afterlife. I've always known there were spirits among us, but never believed the living would encounter these spirit realms. To me, paranormal encounters were all hogwash, something made up for entertainment. I've heard people who talked about their encounters with spirits. When I heard their stories, my thoughts were, yeah, right. I would have to see or experience this for myself. I'd never believe this. Be careful what you think or say. Before you know it, you can face a life-changing encounter like I have. There's always been a lot of strange activity in this house, way before I even acknowledged the paranormal. When I finally accepted the fact that there was definitely paranormal activity going on in this house, I decided to go ahead and pick up a camera and start recording this. Now, the camera I had at the time was an old Motorola Android
It's up all the way.
camera. And that's this old camera right here.
It's a little quiet.
It got quiet.
I had another camera that I used. This is this little old cheap digital camera. Yeah, that's all I had to work with. A lot of the captures seem grainy, and it's kind of funny because I've seen a lot of comments on social media that people talk about I need to use a better camera when I'm doing these recordings, but I found out that using cheaper equipment actually works better than high-tech equipment. A veteran paranormal investigator also mentioned this. This is what he had to say about it.
You're going to catch more evidence with cheaper equipment than the more expensive stuff. Just the way it's built, the higher end stuff wants to cancel out any kind of background noise, so you get better quality with things close up in audio.
Easy.
But in the spirit realm, they're in the background. So the cheap stuff, this is my opinion, has always caught way more than something that's more expensive, high end. It filters it out. You can't catch it.
Does that even kind of have anything to do with the video camera too?
I'd have to say, yeah, video too. So I've always used low-end equipment. It picks up everything. Cheaper stuff, for some reason, it catches more activity or more evidence than something that's high-end. You get better maybe quality with the visual part, but the spirits are in the background, and they're speaking, and you're not going to get it.
Right.
With these high-end cameras.
Sometimes when I take these still shots, what I do is I hold the camera up and I just leave my finger on the screen and it'll take multiple shots automatically. And I'm moving around the house. That's why some of these shots are kind of blurry looking. But while we're just moving around and holding my finger on the camera, I'm just walking through the house to see what I can capture. Sometimes out of 200 pictures, I might get one good capture. Maybe 100 pictures, you might see something. But I think still shots are unique because it picks up things that your regular video cameras don't pick up. first 3 months, I went all gung-ho, doing investigations here in the house, getting video shots, capturing disembodied voices, EVPs. And twice, paranormal investigators came to the house and they captured evidence. But after 3 months went by, on numerous occasions, I wasn't capturing nothing. It's just like everything stopped. And I just got so aggravated. I said, if you're real, and if this activity is real, you need to prove it to me this is real, or I'm just not going to bother doing this anymore. And that day when I said that, I started recording, walking through the house, and that's when I captured the first strange anomaly in the bedroom window. And when I saw that, I knew right then and there that, okay, this stuff is definitely real. Well, noise is coming from upstairs. Hello? Oh, fuck!
Oh, you know what? Guys,
Hello?
hold on. I want to pause this for a reason. I wanted to make sure my mic was on. So I was really, really hoping that this guy was him. And I've seen these videos before a while ago. And I'm going to tell you what, these things scared the living hell out of me. I think they're legit. Now, I know somebody said that these might have been hoaxes. Or I'm going to tell you what, man, there's some stuff in here. I don't know how you could hoax it. But if it really was proven, Jack, that it was hoaxed, this cat is amazing. This stuff really freaked me out. I'm so glad it's him. When I heard his accent, I was like, "Oh, I hope it's him." I was going to tell you guys, I hope I can find this one because he reminded me of this. So let's go.
Whoa.
I'm going to move it back just a little bit. All right, here it goes.
House, and that's when I captured the first strange anomaly in the bedroom window. And when I saw that, I knew right then and there that, okay, this stuff is definitely real. Well, noise is coming from upstairs. Hello? Oh, fuck! Hello? Oh, fuck! With this being the first anomaly that I witnessed here at the Lamb House, what really scared me about this encounter, whatever this was in the window, its arm was moving up
Doesn't
and
look
down
fake
really
to me.
fast, as if it was
Bro.
waiting for me to leave the room.
It looks
This
like
was
it had
quite
4 arms for a
startling.
second.
After viewing the recordings, what really got my attention, it looked like a child was hanging off the front of this anomaly. I knew I've seen this child somewhere before.
Oh my
I
god.
went through my file pictures, and what I found was an apparition of a child standing outside the front porch window, just looking at me. And they looked like the same child to me. This is not the first time a child has been captured on still shots here at the Lamb House. What looked like the face of a young child looking out the mudroom door window This was captured before I
Crazy.
even believed in the paranormal. After I started Ghosts of Carmel, Maine, my son went through his pictures. He found this and sent this to me.
Whoa, dude.
Bro, that's nuts.
From that time forward in this house, the activity began to get pretty powerful. And as time went by, it was getting more and more powerful. I was getting a lot more captures of disembodied voices, EVPs, and I saw a lot of strange anomalies of things that just didn't make sense. When I
Damn,
encountered
this
this
dude catches a
paranormal
lot.
activity at this house, the
That's
first few months I
crazy. I
spent a
don't see
lot
how
of
he's
time
faking
taking
that.
still shots
Too much, right?
and
It's
walking
too
around
much,
the
right?
house, getting video captures of strange activity that took place here in the house.
What? There's an entity that'll be
I didn't
floating in
always
his
capture
bedroom?
activity. Maybe out of 100 pictures, I'd get an amazing capture. I have seen a lot of things in still shots and video recordings that didn't make sense. And I also saw a lot of things that were just beyond amazing.
That's look at the head. That was nuts.
Sometimes you'd see this activity in real time. Sometimes you don't even realize you captured something until you view your recording or look at your still shots.
I don't think that's fake.
He's either really good at this or, bro, I want to go to that house
This
now.
is old footage. Like on a video camera. I wish Taz was here.
But there is one encounter that captured the attention of a lot of people. And that's the encounter of Shadow Dude. One night I was out on the porch and I noticed something strange in the window. So I picked up my cell phone camera, hit record, and it looked like two faces were in the window. I'm thinking, wow. In one of the faces you can actually see the mouth moving and the eyes blinking. That was an apparition to the left, and the one to the right just sat there and looked. And that was my first capture of the spirit that today we call Shadow Dude.
Huh.
Wow. 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 After I saw these two faces looking through the front door window, I go around to the front yard to see if I could capture whatever is in this window. And to my amazement, a shadow walks right down the steps. After this incident is when I called this apparition Shadow Dude. I didn't know what else to call him.
That's crazy, yo. That place is haunted. Legit. He hasn't filmed in 2 years. A lot has happened to him and his family. All bad. January, he'll be showing a new video the last 2 years. Let's go.
From that time forward, I'm out on the porch and I see the face come up to the front door window and he's posing. He just stands there and he's looking at me. And then he starts smiling and it's like he's curious about me just as much as I'm curious about him. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, an apparition's coming right up to my window, just standing there looking at me, staring and waving and just smiling. And so I started calling him Shadow Dude face to face. Shadow Dude, where have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Wish you can talk. Trying to say something?
Bruh.
Wow. Shadow Dude, what's your name?
That's weird.
Shadow Dude, I see you. The night I recorded this on the front porch, this was actually the clearest image I ever captured of Shadow Dude. I took a screenshot and you can see more of the features on his face. This is the screenshot capture that was used on the Ghost of Carmel main logo.
Dude, that looks crazy.
I started taking a number of still shots of Shadow Dude outside the front door. I wanted to collect as much evidence on him as possible
What do
to
you
try to
guys
find
think?
out
You
who
think
he
that's
is.
legit?
Why is he here?
I don't know. That's like the toughest one to tell.
It always seemed like he was willing to come up to the window and pose for a picture. Smile for the video.
True.
This is one time I wish I could hear what he had to say if he could talk, but I never hear him talk. I never captured any EVPs of him. Not that I knew of. While I was taking these still shots, I didn't see him anymore, and I stood up, took this picture. It actually looked like Shadow Dude is floating in midair. At this moment, I kind of questioned what kind of spirit was he. Was he humanoid or was he demonic? At this point, I wasn't sure.
Bro, this dude gets a lot of activity. Holy crap.
That's probably why people question it so much.
Yeah. 100%.
This picture from 1906 has Lamb House in the background to the left. After hearing the story about a midget that lived in the village of Carmel, and that this person was also mentally challenged, he would go up to people's windows, tap on the windows and wave at people and smile and move on. He didn't talk. I've always wondered, after I saw this picture, is it possible this could be Shadow Dude? Some viewers said that that was a fire hydrant in this picture, however that's not true. Up to this day, the town of Carmel has no fire hydrants throughout the town. As time is going by, I'm capturing a lot of strange anomalies up in the bedroom. And even at nighttime while watching TV, trying to go to sleep, you would see shadow movements through the bedroom. And I started thinking, okay, this is getting a little bit creepy. You'd hear some knock sounds, disembodied voices. But one time while I was watching TV, there was a shadow that moved right in front of the TV. It wasn't a dark shadow, but it was dark enough to where you could see it cross in front of the TV screen.
Whoa.
The next day, I'm recording in the house, doing investigations, and while I'm walking through the house, I hear these strange sounds, and I hear movement throughout the house. And I've already captured an apparition jumping out the window once before, but on this day I turned around and there was something, a strange anomaly in the window. It was just sitting there in the window and it looked like it was moving. I ducked behind around the doorway, not knowing what was going to happen, and that thing took off from the window and went under the bed. Okay, there he is in the window again.
Whoa.
Went under the bed.
No
After
way.
I viewed the video from this encounter,
No
what I
way.
saw in the video looked nothing like what I saw in real time. In real time, it looked like another small shadow apparition.
Okay, now this one, you could fake, in my opinion. You could have like some kind of fabric
String and
tied
pull.
up in a string, yeah, and yank it. But I'm gonna tell you what, some of this other stuff, guys, I don't know how he would fake it. I mean, some of this looks legit. He had real, it looked like real, like this is a VHS recorder.
That's what I'm saying. It's on cheap equipment, and it
Yeah.
looks like,
Like,
dude, that would take so much editing. That's
I
like,
don't know how. I wish, like I keep saying, I wish Tad was here because he, you know, he's a producer. He was a producer. I mean, the guy was an Emmy Award winner. He'd be able to tell us his
well, think
opinion.
about it, anything we see, even on B horror movies, so that like, you can basically create anything. You know what I'm saying? But
Right, right.
it just depends who this guy is. Does he have a full-time job? Like, or is he a professional editor?
That shadow person, when he went up to that bedroom, I don't know how you could do that, dude.
Yeah, that would
I
take
don't
some
know.
work. It would take a lot of work.
I am going to real quick. I'm going to let this play for 2 minutes, and then we got to say goodbye to Mike.
In the window. I've captured this 2 times before. One of the captures actually looked like a small apparition jumping from the window.
Whoa. That's weird too.
After looking over the video from this capture, I had no idea what this was. To me, it looked like some kind of animal jumping from the window. In fact, people went to social media and said that that was my cat jumping out the window.
No
But
way.
this apparition figure was way too large to be my cat. When I saw that capture, in the video, I wasn't even saying this was paranormal. I had no idea what this was. Some people said, okay, that was Kent's cat in the window, but that's way too big to be a cat. But I was very curious what that was.
Huh.
And a lot of people said that that was fake, but I will get to that at the end of this video. We will talk about what people say on social media about certain captures here. That will be at the very end of this video.
That's interesting.
After a little bit of time went by, maybe a month or two, Adam was getting ready to come over one night. We were going to do a paranormal investigation together. There was people downstairs in the house. Family came over to visit. But I wanted to see what these spirits would say about Adam coming over. So I'm walking through the bedroom and saying Adam's coming over. And I'm quietly trying to record this. And then that's when this happened. Adam's coming over tonight. We're going to do a complete walkthrough. Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God!
Whoa.
No! Oh.
Bro. What? Dude.
I viewed this recording closely, and once again I noticed this apparition has a gray face and a head. I don't believe this is a shadow apparition at this point.
Look at that thing.
I
That
don't
is
know if this is shadow
creepy.
either. At this point, I have no idea what kind of spirit I'm
Whoa.
dealing with here.
It looks like it's
It doesn't
dispersing
attack,
into a different realm.
but it's extremely frightening when you encounter this.
Yeah, and it's just a split second. That's nuts.
Okay, that was a weird noise, and I know damn well it's
No, it wasn't a cat, Karen. And Lucretia, let me make sure I say it the right way.
I can't be too loud because there's
Lucreziella, I agree with you. You make a good point. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pause it here. Oh, here, I'll let this play real quick.
A few weeks later, as I'm doing an investigation in the house, I didn't see this at the time, but the same apparition that was on the bed was actually popping out from behind the hutch in the wall. When I saw this on the recording, I thought this was pretty creepy that it could be sitting there and I didn't even see it. The hutch stands away from the wall only about 1.5 inches. I thought it was strange how an apparition such as this can be peeking out through 1.5 inches. Or was he coming out through the wall?
Whoa.
Wow. I mean, I don't see any like.
If these are faked, these are pretty awesome. Like,
Yeah.
these are some pretty nice fakes.
I'm definitely gonna have when Taz is on next time. I'm gonna replay this for him so that he can
On
get
another
this again.
occasion, when I walked into the bedroom,
All right, I'm gonna pause it
I
real quick,
do
guys,
believe
because Mike has to get going. Unfortunately,
Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah.
he has to record, and he's being smart because guess who else has to record tonight? And I'm on here, but this is what I do, man. I'm not getting off here. I'm gonna finish this with you guys for a little bit.
Matt's gonna finish strong. I'll be out, but thank you guys for it. Matt, thank you for having me once again. Anytime, brother.
course.
Anytime I'm here.
Well, we were actually talking while that was playing, and Mike, he said that he would love to be on here anytime. And I said, well, why don't we make it a regular thing? So every 3 weeks, we are going to have our man from Mr. E Files on here. So you guys can count on that. Brother, man, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I had a great time and cannot wait for Thursday.
Thursday's going to be awesome. I also want to thank everybody in chat. Good night. Good night. I love y'all, and thank you guys so much. This was all. I love doing these things. I truly love going
Good.
live.
We love having you, brother. Take care.
All right. Cheers, buddy. Later, guys.
And let me put this back on. So we will finish with him, and then I have to cut off too. BJ, come on. What's the name of the channel? Planet 412. So just kidding, hon. 4:12 p.m. On no. Okay. That was his ghost. That was weird. 4:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our collab again, everybody. And I shall put this back on. I'm before I go back on, I mean, what do the majority of you guys think? Are you guys buying this? Thanks again, Mike. Do you guys think this is hoaxed? And Jack, I'm going to give you a call tomorrow if you're going to be free. I will actually make a and I got to check my email and messenger too. I'm going to get in touch with everybody. Good night, Jack. I will get in touch with you, brother. Yeah, I'm just having trouble thinking. I'm having trouble like seeing how he could hoax some of that stuff on some of it, yes, but the majority of it, I just think that there was really some very intriguing stuff. So we'll get back to it. And you are back on, sir.
it was possibly Shadow Dude just sitting there on the bed. Is anybody in here? I went downstairs and listened to the recording and heard the EVP captured. While I'm downstairs listening to this, I hear more sounds coming from the bedroom. Hello? Hello? Let's check this out real quick. Anyway, that EVP said I hate you. And I'm thinking about going ahead and doing some more screenshots on me to show people that that's not me doing the EVP sound. Oh my! I examined this encounter closely. While trying to get a clear screenshot of this encounter, I did notice one thing about this encounter. Once again, this was an apparition with a gray head. Also, the head was deformed. I started questioning, is this Shadow Dude or is this something else? This didn't look right to me. People have asked me, and I've seen comments on social media, that they can't understand why I don't stand there and get video of an apparition, just hold the shot. I can tell you right now, unless you encounter these, unless you experience this, You have no clue how scary this is. When you see something standing there that does not belong in our realm, it is quite frightening, and your first instinct is to get out of the way. Run. Get away from it. I just heard some talking. Hello? Are you talking? What the hell is that noise? Son of a bitch! This was without a doubt one of the most scariest encounters I ever had, mainly because this was unexpected. That this apparition and I were standing face to face. After closely reviewing this recording, I knew this was not a shadow apparition, but I also noticed this apparition also had a fearful look on its face. I couldn't help but to wonder, was he just as startled as I was? Is it possible these apparitions appear by accident? Is it possible during that moment they do not realize they've phased into our realm? Son of a bitch! It's almost nearly impossible to hold a still shot on something like this when you're overcome with fear. And I'm not going to deny the fact, yes, I do get scared. This stuff is quite frightening. Bye. Oh my God! This strange anomaly was levitating in midair. While levitating, it was also moving up and down, as if it was coming after me. It's bad enough people come into this house and are completely, totally amazed and shocked over the disembodied voices, but people have seen apparitions in this house. They have seen the shadows move, and it was quite frightening. It freaked them out. October 2018, I was doing a paranormal investigation in the house. While I was downstairs trying to capture EVPs, at the top of the steps appeared to be an apparition looking over the rail. I don't know if this was shadow dude or something else. The apparition wasn't tall, however, it did have a grayish to silver face. Is there anybody in the house right now? I didn't see this dark figure at the top of the steps. What caught my attention is I thought I heard laughing coming from the bedroom. When I go up the steps and enter my bedroom, this is when I hear laughter, as if something was mocking me. There are times when you run into these apparitions, you will hear disembodied voices that go with them. Well? What the hell? As I'm doing a routine walk through the house, recording for one of the Ghosts of Carmel main videos, I did capture a lot of disembodied voices and EVPs on this day. When I get up to the top of the steps and turn around the corner, there's actually a shadow apparition sitting on the bed closest to the door. I had to go back to the recording to see what happened. It literally flew across the top of the bed and disappeared into the wall. When I viewed this recording, I was quite shocked. I try to brighten this up as much as possible so you can see what happened. The hell was that?
I mean, that is really freaky. You can see through it. Look, I mean, how do you fake that?
A lot of people need to realize that Shadow Dude is not a shadow apparition. And that's where some confusion had come in these Ghosts of Carmel main videos. They thought Shadow Dude is a shadow apparition, and he is a humanoid spirit, or maybe something more. All through these investigations, I've had a lot of encounters with shadow apparitions, and these are no doubt non-humanoid spirits, based on what my experience when encountering them. When doing paranormal investigations, when a number of spirits are asking for help, more than likely there are entities around that are non-humanoid. Some spirits have warned me that there is danger. They've told me to be careful and mention demons. There are times when doing investigations you will encounter dark spirits. What? What'd you say? Did you say murder Kent?
Damn. I don't play. Right, Folio?
Oh, I don't think so.
I've been there before too. And I just want to let you guys know, have I got a surprise for you guys on Halloween? I'm going to be going to a certain spot with David Wolf and that Mike from Mike, I think is, oh God, I forget his last name. Kowis, maybe? No, that's Mike who was just here. Duh. Um, who was there the night of the steel mill investigation when I went back. Oh, and by the way, guys, tomorrow that video is coming out. So surprise, surprise. But Halloween, we are going to a certain spot. I'll let you guys know. We're going to do a live stream from there as we're doing it. It's going to be crazy. And it's an event kind of like this where people are going to be like, oh, man. Yeah, I'm not scared, not nervous. I'm looking forward to it. But other people are like, why are you going? You're going to pull something with you. I'm going to get some help from my friends.
why I really dislike going down into this basement. Most of the encounters in this basement are not pleasant. They are more of dark in nature. This time when I go down in the basement, not only were their voices captured, but there is 2 other things captured that's quite frightening when you go back and look at the video. Anybody down there? What the hell was that? Edmund?
Agreed, Carol.
Edmund.
Well, Griffin, you guys are going to see some stuff definitely did happen that night.
This is one of those moments when I saw this, I knew this was not normal. There is nothing obstructing the light from the window, and whatever this was, I knew I needed to get out of this basement. I knew whatever this was did not belong there. I didn't want to take any chances, so I got out of the basement.
Good night, New
After
England.
viewing this recording, even more creepier than the shadow-looking image next to the wall, there is something I noticed that looked out of place while viewing this. And what I saw in this recording, I'm really glad I left that basement when I did. It's reasons like this is why I do not like going in this basement. Not only the strange sounds, the strange voices, but what you capture on video. I don't believe this is a case of pareidolia. I definitely believe this was something sinister down in the basement trying to hide where I couldn't see it. When doing these investigations, when viewing the recording, not only do you notice strange captures on video, but if you slow these down, you notice things will come up that do not belong there. A good example, a viewer watching Ghosts of Carmel, Maine captured this and took a screenshot of it, a demonic-looking face. I take a lot of still shots throughout the house. I capture more anomalies on still shot than what I capture from videotaping. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
See, he's reacting legit, in my opinion.
Want to make noise out there while I'm in the bathroom and I can't do anything?
Me either, Karen.
I don't know what it is about being in this bathroom in the Lamb house and all hell breaks loose outside
They
that
won't let
bathroom
this
door.
guy go to the
While I was in this
bathroom.
bathroom, outside the door, I could hear loud banging sounds and voices. After I get done in this bathroom, when I come out that door, watch carefully in the living room. In front of the TV looks like a dark apparition. A lot of questions came up. Is Shadow Dude the same entity captured inside this house? Is this the same entity that was out on the front porch looking through the window smiling at me? And the short answer to that is no. these are not all the same entity. One night I was doing an investigation on Rachel, and I was walking through the house recording, and I came up to the front door with the camera rolling, and something jumped out of the tree and ran right in front of the front door. Now this thing was pretty good size, probably at least 3 foot in size. Once again, I capture a strange anomaly, this time outside the front door. I did not see this anomaly during the investigation. It wasn't until after I viewed the video when I saw this. And I had to ask the question at this point, what are these spirits? What am I dealing with? That encounter was definitely not humanoid. There was no doubt in my mind that thing was evil. So I did some research into trying to figure out what a 3 foot to 4 foot apparition is that can actually pose as an animal. So I did some research, and I was kind of surprised that people have encountered this stuff. A lot of people in other countries have seen entities like this, and some people call it an imp. Some people call them shapeshifters. This looked like the same shape of the anomaly levitating in the bedroom and the anomaly that jumped from the window under the bed. At this point, I have no idea what kind of spirit I'm dealing with. I had no doubt I wasn't dealing with a humanoid type spirit. And I also knew this was not Shadow Dude. What kind of a spirit can pose like an animal, where it can look like a cat? It can even look like a seal. The anomaly out front looked like a miniature Tyrannosaurus. But what is this? What am I dealing with here? I started an investigation to determine how tall this anomaly is. I set a chair out front that's 3 foot in height, and the anomaly that was out in the front yard was approximately 3 foot in height, based on the distance from where I was standing to where I saw this out in the street. I also took measurements of the anomaly that jumped from the bedroom window under the bed. This measurement actually came out to 3 foot in height. And I also took measurements of the anomaly that was levitating. And once again, this anomaly came out to approximately 3 foot, maybe a little bigger. But they all had one thing in common. They all had the same shape, approximately the same height. But what is this? I started research trying to determine what anomaly I'm dealing with here. Has anyone on this earth ever seen anything like this before? And it turns out they have, in many different countries around the world. Many eyewitnesses around the world and through generations have witnessed something like this, where the entity can take on different forms of an animal. I have determined there's a really strong possibility I'm dealing with an imp. This sketch drawing here was done by a psychic. She drew her interpretation of what an imp looks like. An imp is a mythological being similar to a fairy or a demon, frequently described in folklore and superstition. But is this superstition? Even folklore tales start somewhere. Imps are often described as mischievous and as a lesser being rather than a more important supernatural being. The attendants of the devil are sometimes described as imps. They are usually described as lively and having small stature. But this mischievous part caught my attention, because here at the Lamb House there has been a lot of strange things that took place, such as things moving around the house, things jumping out of the windows, levitating in midair, walking across the front yard, and one of my favorite shirts disappeared and I never saw it again. Oh great, now the mowing. The hell? And it seems like there's been some confusion between an imp and Shadow Dude. October 2018, I was describing Shadow Dude as being 3 to 4 feet tall. The apparition of Shadow Dude is pretty short. I know that he's only between 3 to 4 feet tall. This was captured in one of the still shots. Something black sitting on the edge of the bed. It looks like it's stretched out, resting on the windowsill. If you look closely, this thing looks like it has spikes coming out of it. And this takes me back to another situation that happened not long ago down in the basement. While doing a paranormal investigation, a shadowy looking figure walked right in front of the camera. This too looked like it had spikes on it. Whoa, what the fuck was that? And what was really strange about this, a number of viewers have told me they thought they heard claw sounds across the basement concrete floor. Could this have been an imp? Is this the same entity that jumps out the window levitating in midair and walking across the front yard? Talked for the longest time that explained how Shadow Dude never talked. And all these captures I've had, I never heard a disembodied voice or captured EVPs that I knew of. However, when I got this equipment in that was donated to me by veteran paranormal investigator Dave, I took these old clips and I ran them through the digital enhancer and slowed them down, and I did find out that Shadow Dude does talk. I just couldn't hear this without the proper equipment. How long have you been a paranormal investigator?
Approximately 14 years. Yeah, so your video came up on my YouTube, so I said, I'll check this out. Had my headphones on, and I could tell you definitely had a haunting at your house. I could hear the spirits, and actually, you couldn't hear them at the time, and they were just getting kind of aggravated because they were trying to, get your attention. But, I got to get hold of this guy. There's a lot of evidence that he's missing. I believe he just didn't have the right audio equipment. I'll slow someone's video down by like 75%. It's all different because spirits come in at different frequencies, so you have to kind of find the sweet spot. You definitely have to slow it down, and then you can make out what they're saying. Like sometimes it'll sound like a growl or a scream, but it's usually it's a spirit voice. They're trying to tell you something. So yeah, so I sent you some of my extra audio stuff in the mail, and ever since you received that and used it, it's changed everything. In a haunting, you're gonna get more on audio than video. People have to understand that I think it's easier for them to come through in audio versus them trying to materialize and come in our reality.
Who's in this garage? There's somebody out there? have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Wish you can talk. Wish you can talk.
You know, Tim, I had to comment on that because I was thinking the exact same thing. It is taking great joy in freaking him out.
Trying to say something?
Oops.
But it's
Hold on.
usually
I fast forwarded a little bit. Did I go too far? Where were we? Guys, do I need to go back? Where were we? Is this where it was? I think this was it. Yeah, this is it.
In having small stature. But this mischievous part caught my attention because here at the Lamb House there has been a lot of strange things that took place, such as things moving around the house, things jumping out of the windows, levitating in midair, walking across the front yard, and one of my favorite shirts disappeared and I never saw it again. Oh great, now the mowing. What the hell? And it seems like there's been some confusion between an imp and Shadow Dude. October 2018, I was describing Shadow Dude as being 3 to 4 feet tall. The apparition of Shadow Dude is pretty short. I know that he's only between 3 to 4 feet tall. 3 to 4 feet tall. This was captured in one of the still shots. Something black sitting on the edge of the bed. It looks like it's stretched out,
You
resting
know,
on the
it does look like a
windowsill.
cat.
If you look closely, this thing looks like it has spikes coming out of it. And this takes me back to another situation
does that look
happened
like the shadow
not long
that
ago
you
down in the
used to see?
basement. While doing a paranormal investigation, a shadowy looking figure walked right in front of the camera. This too looked like it had spikes on it. Whoa, what the fuck was that? And what was really strange about this, a number of viewers have told me they thought they heard claw sounds
cracks me
across
up
the
when he
basement
flips
concrete
out.
floor. Could this have been an imp? Is this the same entity that jumps out the window levitating in midair and walking across the front yard? Talked for the longest time that explained how Shadow Dude never talked. And all these captures I've had, I never heard a disembodied voice or captured EVPs that I knew of. However, when I got this equipment in that was donated to me by veteran paranormal investigator Dave, I took these old clips and I ran them through the digital enhancer and slowed them down, and I did find out that Shadow Dude does talk.
Well, that gives you the
I just
impression
couldn't
it's
hear
like a
this
demon.
without the proper
You know, there's
equipment.
old
How long have
stories
you been a
with
paranormal investigator?
soldiers in World War II that had a demon cat go after
Yeah,
them.
so your video came up on my YouTube, so I said I'll check this out. Had my headphones on, and I could tell you definitely had a haunting at your house.
Cats
I could
went
hear the
after them.
spirits, and actually you couldn't hear them at the time, and they were just getting kind of aggravated because they were trying to,
I hate Texas
get your
Pete.
attention. But I got to get hold of this guy. There's a lot of evidence that he's missing. I believe he just didn't have the right audio equipment. I'll slow someone's video down by like 75%. It's all different because spirits come in at different frequencies, so you have to kind of find the sweet spot. You definitely have to slow it down, and then you can make out what they're saying. Like sometimes it'll sound like a growl or a scream, but it's usually it's a spirit voice. They're trying to tell you something. So yeah, so I sent you some of my extra audio stuff in the mail, and ever since you received that and used it, it's changed everything. in a haunting, you're gonna get more on audio than video. People have
I
to
love how you said that the two
understand that.
entities were
I think it's
fighting.
easier for them to come through
They were trying to
in
decide who got the
audio
TV
versus
control.
them trying to materialize and come in our reality.
Who's in this garage?
Was that supernatural with the submarine?
There's somebody out there? Shadow
Chris
Dave,
Farley.
where have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Wish you can talk.
Cryptical crossroads. I'm glad I got it right. LOL.
Trying to say something? Shadow Dig, what's your name?
Very creepy.
Years ago, while walking up the steps to my bedroom, when I got up to the landing of the steps, I heard
Oh,
a strange
crap.
sound. It sounded like the shades in the window was moving, but I also thought
I
it was
didn't know that
so
my
I turned and
mic
pulled
was
out my
on.
cell phone, and this is
I'm
what
so
happened.
sorry, guys.
When I first saw this
Good
figure at
night,
the
Carol.
window,
Oh,
at first
geez.
I
That's
thought
okay.
somebody
I always
broke
do
into the house and
something
was
to
trying
make
to
you
jump
guys
out the window to
laugh.
get away from me.
Oh,
But when I saw
man.
the strange head on this figure, this is when I knew this was something supernatural. This was so startling, I turned around and ran out of the room just as fast as I could go.
Me too, Fulio. I would be gone.
Once again, this is another encounter of an apparition with a deformed-looking head. I have no doubt seen a number of amazing encounters here at the Lamb House, and there's no doubt there's been demonic activity around here. And there are times you have no idea what kind of spirit you're dealing with. I made the decision Ghost of Carmel, Maine will be about studying this paranormal activity. I didn't want Ghost of Carmel, Maine to be about demonic encounters. There are some things you just don't mess with, and there's some spirits you don't give attention to. What you capture on video, yes, that's amazing. To me, what these spirits say is more amazing than demonic encounters. Here's an example of something that happened the other night while I was out on the front porch. I went out on the front porch to take a break from working on the video you're viewing right now. While out on the front porch, I felt something soft go across my face and I heard, "Hey Kent." I quickly turned record on because I knew exactly who this was. For those who watch a number of Ghost of Carmel, Maine videos, you'll recognize his voice immediately. The hell? Rachel, was that you? Rachel? What happened on this day? Did an apparition just jump out the window for no reason? Or was there more going on than what we know? Is this the same entity I call Shadow Dude?
That looked
Why
like
does
a
this head
woman
look
jump
so
out of the
abnormal and
window.
large?
What the hell?
Is this too also the same entity I call Shadow Dude?
Wait a sec. I got to see that again. You son of a bitch.
Oh my God. Oh.
Sorry, guys. You son of a bitch. It was the ghost.
Rachel?
You went too far.
We do not understand.
There it is right here.
Or are there things that happen that we're not aware of? Did this spirit see something going on? Was there danger coming? This is a very good possibility. Were demonic spirits lurking outside this window? Did this spirit knock them away from the window by jumping through the window, tackling them? Were these two small figures demonic imps? We may never fully understand what goes on in the spirit world. I can say the evidence captured would suggest it's highly likely good spirits protect us in ways we do not understand. Is Shadow Dude a good spirit protecting others? Is he aware of the dangers in the spirit realm? Is he human? An angel? Or is he demonic? I guess this all depends on what you believe within your faith. While doing a number of these investigations, many spirits warned me about dangers around me. Is it possible this entity I call Shadow Dude is a protector? One who watches over the safety of others? I was setting up in the bedroom to do a spirit box session. I heard sounds coming from downstairs. I knew this wasn't paranormal related. Somebody came home into the house. I decided I'd hold off on this investigation until later. I go down the steps to see who came home, and this is what was captured. stop on recording for a minute. There are times I often wonder, if Shadow Dude's name's unpronounceable, does he go by the name I gave him? And if his name is unpronounceable, what kind of spirit is he? Another fact I should point out, after Shadow Dude showed up to the house, the paranormal activity drastically changed. The humanoid spirits' communications were more pronounced. These spirits were able to communicate more openly and intelligently. Names such as Naomi, Rachel, Abby, Edmund, Hattie, and many other names came up during the investigations at the Lamb House. Their stories were unfolding one investigation at a time. I personally believe Shadow Dude is more than likely a protector. Is he humanoid or angelic? I don't really know, but I don't believe he's demonic. There is a high probability these demonic entities are contained outside the house and in the basement. I personally believe a lot of these angry humanoid spirits stay out in the garage. Sometimes they do wander into the house. Each section of the Lamb House has different levels of paranormal activity, but from time to time a shadow apparition is seen moving through the house. Viewers have asked me how can I stay in the Lamb House after all these encounters. Outside of the creepy, rare encounters that make the hair stand on the back of your neck, for the most part the Lamb House is quite peaceful. Most of the spirits who come to the Lamb House either want help or have a story to tell. What these spirits say is a never-ending abundance of amazement. This activity is so amazing, that's why I do these investigations.
Okay. Yep. Is it still going? Oh, here we go. Talking about the debunking. Everyone is entitled to their opinions. I don't do these investigations to prove the paranormal. GOCM videos are about the results from studying this activity. I removed these clips from this special and put these at the end.
After looking over the video from this capture, I had no idea what this was. To me, it looked like some kind of animal jumping from the window. In fact, people went to social media and said that that was my cat jumping out the window. But this apparition figure was way too large to be my cat. Someone on social media actually believed that there is a string attached to a piece of material in the window. I took a screenshot of this encounter and ran this screenshot through different filters. These filters would show any type of string attached if this was true. You can see the AC cord hanging from the window. However, you do not see any strings, fishing lines, nothing attached to any type of material in the window. Some even said that you can see my shadow on the wall ducking down really fast as I pull the string really hard. What happened, when I saw this apparition, I switched the camera from my right hand to my left hand. I stood behind the doorway. At this moment, I had no idea what this was. When it started moving and jumping from the window, that's when I came out from behind the doorway. That is my shadow coming up from the wall. People said on social media that this was not a shadow apparition. What I thought was interesting when I heard this, I've never once claimed this was a shadow apparition, and I've never claimed Shadow Dude is a shadow apparition. One thing they pointed out on this, they said you can see a hand that's sitting on the bed. Apparitions do have human features: hands, feet, eyes, nose, mouth, head, arms, legs. Some people also said this was my granddaughter posing as Shadow Dude. When you look at this face, I can tell you right now this is not my granddaughter. And there's no way my granddaughter would fit behind this hutch. In fact, that would be impossible for any human to do that. A few people on social media said that there was a cut in this recording. They based this on the fact the room looked like it was a distant shot, but in the next frame the window was much closer. They claimed this was a cut. The camera I'm using is a digital camera. It's not a high-speed shutter camera, and if you move this camera quickly, it does look like there could have been a cut in it. Other people took to social media and said that this is a mannequin or possibly a puppet, and that there are strings attached to this mannequin or puppet. They say that I pulled the strings to make it look like it jumped out the window. Right here, somebody said that was a string. That's actually the electrical cord that goes to the AC unit. If there are strings attached to what people call a mannequin or a puppet, by running this through different filters on the screenshot, you would no doubt be able
That
to
looks
see
like
the
a
strings
person
attached
right
to
there,
this.
that one
I ran this
frame.
through different filters to show there are no strings. This was an actual apparition.
All right. Hold on, let me stop this. Okay, peeps. Hold on. Stop sharing, remove from scene. What did you guys think about that? I want your opinions on that, man. I'm going to tell you what, there's some legit stuff going on in that place. And I got you, Tim, on the skippies. So you guys would prefer, so this is the skippy, the koala, or the a joey is the other one, the oh, I just went blank. Shows you I've got a lot going on. Or is it Joey? Is do they call the older people Joeys too? Or those are kids, are the Joeys? Anyway, yep, kangaroo. That's right. Skippy is the kangaroo. Okay, I got you. Thanks, BJ. That's I was trying to get it out. It would have came eventually. You know. Okay, so you guys prefer Skippy to a koala. So is there a name for a koala? Yeah, I know. That's what I said. It's the young one. So I was asking if is it just the kid or do you guys call them a Joey no matter what? I don't know. I always think of off the subject real quick. I always think of Ace Ventura when he goes, "Let's put another trip on the Bobby," being like real irritating and stuff. It just cracked me up. Anyway, let's see. It seems like it. What are your opinions, guys? Yeah, the one that it does kind of seem like it's being pulled by something. I don't know. I mean, it looked like some of that was 100%. I don't see how he could fake it. I really don't. I sent Taz a message. He lives on a farm, as he said before. He's retired, and he gets up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Man, I don't see how that's retirement. Feeding and taking care of all those freaking animals. I'm an animal lover, but I don't want to take care of them all. You have retirement, man. That's not my sense or idea of retirement. I do too, Karen. I think the the thing on the bed could be trying to make itself kind of look like a cat, but that 100% wasn't a cat. Like what I was talking about before, there are stories about England, troopers from England, from America, from Australia in World War II that would experience like a demon cat. And they said um, that I spelled koala right. Who said I was stupid? I spell koala, right? Huh? Anyway, yeah, they eat the eucalyptus trees. He said that they get stoned on gum leaves, spreading chlamydia amongst themselves. That's wonderful. So did they do they ever deal with that, Tim? Do they like put stuff? Oh, okay, Beach, I got it. Um, I didn't know where that came from. It was like out of left field. I think some of those shots with it look like an old lady standing by the window, and then all of a sudden she freaking jumps out of the freaking window. That didn't look like no mannequin to me. You could see through her. That was crazy. Um, the thing, like I said before, could have been somebody pulling something. Um, but I don't know. I guess I shouldn't have started. I should have started the conversation about the joeys and the koalas and the kangaroos because nobody cares about the show anymore. Thank you, Fulio. I appreciate that, man. I enjoyed having you here, brother. You're welcome anytime. Please come back. We'll have another live stream on Saturday. We're going to be releasing a video tomorrow. We're going to be finally, sorry guys, releasing. I went to Hellier. I would have relieved. I would have released the steel mill video sooner. We went to Hellier, man. That was huge. So that will be getting released tomorrow. We have some shorts that are going to get released. We're also going to be releasing a unbelievable video that has some of the craziest stuff on it you've ever seen. BJ, you know what it is. I caught something in Hellier. I'm going to be releasing a special video just about that in the next day or two. And there is that 3-story Dogman story narration coming out. It's going to be more like a storytelling one because there's going to be more in it than just the normal like sound wave on the TV. Yeah, it's guys, your minds are going to be blown by what I caught one day just by accident in Hellier. We were I'll tell the story on there, but I'll just give you a little view. We were at the top of this mountain basically, and we were about 3,200 square feet above sea level. We were at this guy's property that he may have or may not have been a guy planning to murder us and try and take our vehicles, but it didn't work out for him. No, I'm just kidding. And there was some weird stuff that happened. They had a family private cemetery, which was actually very nice and very well taken care of. Bye, Nye. Thank you so much for coming. And everybody had went to go to one of the many caves we went to. And I stayed at the car because there was apparently like a 2 or 3 foot drop and I couldn't do it with my leg. And Taz's wife, Amber, couldn't go because she like tripped and fell or something and hurt her ankle. And she was basically like almost sleeping in her car. And I got up out of my car because from the view that I had, I could see through like the trees and like not like far, I don't know, maybe a half a mile away. An incredible view, and you'll see the pictures of the other mountaintops. And I just snapped some pictures of the cemetery and of that. And when I went through the pictures, you're going to have to wait till the video comes out. Absolutely mind blowing. So, guys, I want to thank you all for coming. It's been a great night. I have to close out and say goodbye because I have to finish filming some videos. I actually have the steel mill video, it has one thing left to do, and I have to download it or export it. So love you guys. Thank you. I'm so glad that I was able to have a voice and come on tonight. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And get ready, guys. This is going to be a regular deal every week, for stuff coming out every single day. 4/12 Thursday is going to be the collab with Mike from Mystery Files. It's going to be fun, guys. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to my moderators, to BJ, to Josie, who's falling asleep, and Kel. Absolutely appreciate you guys. And to everybody else, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. To the new people, come back. I want to see you guys here. Folio and everybody else, I had a blast with you. I am looking forward to it. And remember, do me a favor. If you guys have any recommendations for stories, if you have any recommendations for merch, get it to me. Leave them in the comments tonight. BJ will get them, and the other mods, Josie and Kel, and I will seriously make it. I'm getting ready to make a lot of new stuff. So we will see you guys later. Thank you so much.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand, things we thought were myth, mysteries that defy reality, and even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire, to powerful testimonials that build trust, to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe?